Hello and welcome to another episode of Grange TV. We're here with a very, very elite crew. Mr. Eli Hedges, the most beautiful man from Ballina. Mr. David Roberts, it's what we got a proper count. Feel free, guys, to put in the comments below who your favourite counter is, whether it's David Roberts or Eli Hedges. Here with Mr. Robert Whittaker, one half of the most famous or second most famous Fab and Rob duo after Milli Vanilli. Welcome, Robert.
Thanks, mate. Thanks, mate.
And I'd like to thank our sponsor, KAPLAN Homes.
Your intros always put me off.
Why is that?
I don't know, they spin me wrong, and then like I sit here and I'm thinking, like makes me think so much. I'm like, okay, that was me. We've got an exciting podcast ahead of us.
We do.
What a card!
I'd like to take this time to openly criticise what you did yesterday at Gracie Atarman.
Oh, come on, mate.
We were teaching a class, and he did everything he could to make me look bad. Like he'd just stiffen up when I was trying to show a technique. He was that person.
I can't help it. My body just cannot let takedowns happen. Like it just doesn't know what to do. Like I can't let things happen like that.
It was my apologies to everyone at Gracie Atarman actually that had to witness that. It was pretty brutal stuff. But yeah,
thanks to everybody that came down as well.
Thank you guys for coming down and
having a go in the class. Hope you took something from it.
I really like that gym, eh?
Yeah.
Lucas is doing a fantastic job.
Great job, and it's just like nice and open, nice gym. It's still got that new smell.
Yeah, it's still that new smell.
It always just looks neat, hey? It just looks really nice and neat, that new style.
Yeah. Whereas like the Grange where we get work done.
Yeah.
Well, Grange is nice. Grange is nice
it's
gym
beautiful,
too.
But it's where we get work done.
Yeah, there's a sense of sweat that just belongs in there.
Yeah.
What
is this the main card starting now?
Yeah.
Look at it. Look at them start right on time, as always.
Who, us or them?
Them and us sometimes.
But then they start and it goes on for a while before the first fight, then.
They love to carry on.
Yeah.
Then they have interviews and everything. Let me take this time to quickly address some potential issues growing in the Discord. Please do not impersonate people.
There's Eli Hedges on there. I've never played video games.
Like we like
my rep.
Yeah, we like jokes as much as anybody else, but don't pretend to be one of us or pretend to be anybody else, because that there's laws against that.
It ruined my rep.
As well as like, I don't want to have to because if it gets too much and things get out of hand, I'm just going to close the whole thing down and start a private one with just us three.
I'm not even on that one. I don't even know what it is.
Do you have a fake one?
There was. Because that's what started it with me. Someone called Fabricio Whittaker came on, and I was like, hey, how do you use this? And that's it. I was like, oh, it's Fab. I was like, man, wow. What are you using it on your phone? And then the guy was nice enough to go, nah, fucking with you. It's not Fab.
No, I don't know what that is.
But yeah, if it gets out of hand, I'm just going to shut the whole thing down. Same with the toxicity. If the Discord starts to get toxic, and
how toxic is it?
It's not toxic yet, but I just want to stay onto it. Okay,
there's good fun, and then
there's fun, and then there's just being a gronk.
And people are being gronks.
No, it's just sometimes the line's crossed. You know what I mean? Not yet.
Beetlejuice on there?
Not yet. No, he's not.
But he's usually all right, isn't he?
Nah.
No?
Beetlejuice? No, he's notorious gronk.
Okay.
Notorious.
And he loves it. You can tell. He just sit there going, I hope they...
But if it gets too messy, I'm just going to go on a mass ban and or just close it all down.
I still don't understand it. Dave sent me a message the other day saying, are you on Discord? And I don't know.
I have no idea. Still don't get it.
I don't get it. I know how to use
game
it basically. I have like a basic knowledge of use, but I don't really understand it that much.
Yeah, but what is it? It's not a game, eh?
No.
Is it just a chat room?
It's like a chat room, but it's also like you can use the channels to talk to people over a headset. Like me and my friends jump into a channel to chat and play games together.
Do you have to be playing the game to talk to the others?
No.
Oh.
Third-party program.
It's a chat room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why you call it a Discord?
Because that's what it's called. What do you call it? A Discord.
It's called. But it sounds to me like it's a chat room. I'm not saying it's a chat room.
It is called Discord.
I just want to learn. I'm here to learn, mate. I'm not.
So do you know how back in the day we had MSN Messenger?
That's what I was going to say. It's just that.
It's that, but called Discord.
So it is a chat room.
It's a chat room.
The chat
Or
room.
Yahoo chat.
So it's like Facebook was MySpace.
Huh?
There was MySpace and Facebook.
Yeah.
There was MSN. Now there's Discord.
They're all forms of communication.
Right.
But apparently, I don't know. I don't know. Like, there's lots of little things you can do with like emotions and
Yeah, you can make
emojis.
emojis. They made emojis of you guys.
Yeah, there's emojis of us going around, which is pretty cool.
Okay.
Oh, sorry,
I don't-
not you.
Not Eli. Not Eli.
That
Not
was
Eli.
just your cred, yeah.
But
Everyone else but
literally, as we're saying it now, someone's creating it.
Okay.
Good.
Make
me buff.
Saying, please don't stop it, Rob.
I have
Put me on
some
some-
questions fight related. Sorry to stop this exciting talk about the Discord. Oh, look, the UFC available in Spanish.
We should tune into that.
Should we do it in Spanish?
Yeah,
You don't want to hear it.
Huh?
You don't want to hear it.
No, should we do it in Spanish?
Oh, you. Oh, you. And
See.
I'll be with Rob. See.
Who do you guys have in this first fight? Peter Yan versus Uriah Faber.
Last time I saw Peter, is it Peter or Peter? I don't know. Something
Peter.
like Peter. I don't know. It's I don't know. Maybe it's
Peter. Peter.
I'm gonna call him Pete. Pete looked really good in his last fight. Like really good. He had crisp striking. Like, he just looked really good, and he's still young, hungry. Like, you know, like I think I would have to lean in favour of Peter. You know, in saying that though, Faber looked really good in his last fight too.
Yes.
Like really, really good. So I would have to lean towards Peter, but you know, like Uriah looked really good.
Who you got?
3-round decision, Sneaky Pete.
Sneaky Pete.
Yeah.
Dave?
I have a clue.
What? Why do you say?
Pete.
Why do you think Sneaky Pete?
I think he'll outwork him. Stay on the outside.
He's very good.
Younger, hungrier.
Very good fighter.
He's got the rank of master in sport in boxing from Russia, which is they don't just give him out.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's high level. Like you've competed internationally and a whole bunch of other stuff to get the master of sport in boxing.
Does Australia have masters of sport?
No, Robert.
But he has really good wrestling too, yeah? A master of sport.
Why did you say it like that?
He's just strange. He's
Like,
a strange
I
guy.
felt like, you know when someone says your name in full, like you've done something bad? No, Robert.
He's just a strange,
Fucking stop embarrassing me.
strange guy.
It's not like you haven't lived here forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a lot of things I don't know exist or do not exist in Australia.
All right, make sure we edit that out, guys. Sorry, what were we talking about? We were addressing Peter Yan. Yeah,
Who do you got?
I think it's got to be Pete, Big Pete. But I do think Uriah has my heart's kind of like with Uriah being the older legend veteran and all of that. But I think Pete is his hands are too good, and he can grapple. Having said that, of course Uriah Faber can win, but if I have to gun to my head, I'm going to go with Sneaky Pete.
Snake.
Peter.
Who you got in the other fight? Then the fight after that?
Is that Nunes?
No. That's
No.
Moraes and Aldo.
Oh.
Oh.
I would have to back Moraes just because, like, Aldo being an older guy coming down in weight, that's going to take a toll. That's
How do you
heavy.
think he looked? How did Aldo look, do you reckon?
I've seen people worse, I thought.
He looked good. He
Yeah,
looked
I thought-
very shredded.
Yeah, but you've seen some people.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I think I've seen him worse the weight up,
Featherweight, yeah.
like with some cuts the weight up.
He wasn't like you know. The other thing is he looked like, you know, as things progress, like it changes. You know, he looked big at featherweight at one stage and then the featherweights just got longer and taller and bigger, like in, you know, McGregor and Holloway and that, and he just didn't look as big. And then he actually started looking a bit like a bantamweight. I think Moraes, but I want Aldo to win. Not nothing against Moraes. Aldo is one of my favourite fighters for a long time. What were you going to say, Elon?
I thought Aldo when he started to lose a little bit, he packed on a fair bit of muscle.
Yeah.
He started to pack on a fair bit of muscle, and that's when he used to tire out a bit towards the end, and that, as Max sort of showed, and that so hopefully he's off that program and back in the gym and just doing what he needs to do.
Who do you think, Dave Roberts?
My expert opinion, wouldn't have a clue.
Excellent. Good. Solid.
Solid response.
Not Nunes and Holly Holm. Holly
no.
fucking Holm. What's wrong with me?
Holly.
I was looking at something else. Yeah.
What is it? Jermaine.
Jermaine.
The Randamie. I can never say the name correctly.
I'm going Nunes. I don't see Nunes losing ever. Like I think she's just so strong. She's such a complete package in that division. It's just I can't see her losing. And on top of that, she's beaten Jermaine before.
And she hits so hard.
So hard. And she's got great grappling, great wrestling. She's aggressive. She's got chin. Like
she's really stayed motivated too. You can always see she's always motivated.
She's G'd to be there every single time. But she's very.
See, that was Randamie against the
See that punch?
She's got good striking.
She's got very good striking. She's very good.
Kickboxing champion.
Yeah. She's very, very good. I'm not writing her off. She's very good. But I just see Nunes as being like a real tank. You know what I mean?
Nunes, honestly, I think is a complete package.
I like the Randamie.
She's so solid as a fighter.
But I'm gonna go with Nunes. Who you got in the Holloway versus Volkanovski fight?
I think I think Volkanovski certainly has what it takes to win. He's got chin, he's young, he's hungry, he's showed that he can just out pressure a lot of those guys, and he hits hard. He's got takedowns and he's got cardio for days. You know, I think he has all the recipes to dethrone Holloway. I guess what we're going to have to see is if he can get inside that Holloway reach, that Holloway striking, you know, and it is 5 rounds. It's just like it should play into both their fields, but with Holloway's reach and him keeping at the end of his jab, 5 rounds is a long time to do that.
Yeah, but I think. What do you think, Eli?
If Alex can start to back him straight up and that, I think Holloway might find himself in a bit of trouble. But he's very smart too. Do you know what I mean? He'll be hard to chase down. I think he'll move them angles and stuff. Plus, he just hits you with them shots that you might not feel them straight away, but they just keep peppering up on you. And he's really efficient with them. So I don't know. I think Alex can do it. Obviously, being the Australian, everyone here is on the Alex bandwagon. So hopefully he can do it, but we'll have to see.
I think on paper, Alex has longer reach than Max, but like we've said this before, because people have then gone, oh no, he's got longer reach, but it's a whole height thing, you know what I mean? He can lean back, lean forward. I see one thing, and I'm sure they've worked on it. One thing that I think Max will probably utilize is those kicks down the middle. I think Max is very smart, and I think that's going to give him even extra reach to use his kicks correctly. That's where I think it's going to be difficult if Alex can't get inside. But the one thing I do think Alex has more is like he's a super strong guy for that division. He's like
tough as nails.
Yeah, but physically he's very, 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 very strong. And I think that is something that it's hard to be ready for. You know what I mean? But having said all of that I've said, Max has seen it all too, you know. In form, I think Alex has got like 11 knockouts or something coming into this. Like, you know, stopped a lot of good people. Max has been in a lot of wars. I see that as a big problem. I see like the last fight with Poirier, that takes
took a lot of him.
That takes
and the fight
years
before
of
that
life.
even.
Yeah.
Actually, almost every fight before that.
he a lot of his fights, he takes a lot of damage, a lot of shots. And he can take them, but eventually you one day it's going to be you can't.
Yeah.
So that's something that I think plays into it. And what do you think about the fight with Covington and Usman?
We touched on it the other day, but I think like Usman and Covington have such similar styles. I just think Covington has more of it, more in the tank. I think he's got more striking, and I've never seen Covington get tired. Like that level of pace and cardio is just supernatural. I honestly don't see how you can beat a guy that has enough, unless you clip him, which he's got chin as well. But so unless you clip him on the way in, like it's so hard to keep a guy off you. He's just going to keep attacking. He keeps attacking. He shoots doubles. He stands back up. He throws punches. He throws weird punches, weird angles. He'll shoot from anywhere. He'll slow any fight down. Like, it's just hard.
Or speed it up. He's very good at controlling that.
He's he's a top level competitor.
What do you think, Eli Hedges?
Very similar fighters. I just think Cobby might have more in the gas tank. So I guess it just depends on who can impose their will and own the centre of the cage and back the other one up. But
Do you think Covington's a little bit more fluid with his striking?
I think so.
I think his transitions is.
Yeah.
I think he goes from that wrestle grind to throwing punches in the break to grinding wrestling again almost seamlessly.
Yeah, but I feel even when they're just striking, I feel Usman like kind of is a little bit more like
Muscle
stiff.
bound.
I don't know if he's muscle bound. I don't know if he's stiff. I don't know if that's the terms that I'm looking for. But I feel that he's like kind of like he's very more like straight up and down fighter, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I feel Covington's got a little bit more movement, a little bit more lateral movement. He's a little bit more unorthodox with the shots that he throws. I think Usman might be a little more powerful, but I don't know. He hasn't got heaps of knockouts or anything on his record, but he definitely looks like a big, strong guy.
I think because Covington knows that he'll shoot from anywhere in any bad position in anything. He can shoot and he can keep going. It gives him that confidence to just do whatever he wants out there. Because I've seen him do some weird things in the striking world that leads into that close range, messy fence grind sort of thing. So,
but his confidence too to be able to do them weird things when he strikes. He does like spinning back fist and stuff.
Spinning kicks that miss to a back fist.
Yeah, but because of his confidence in his wrestling and stuff like that, he feels like he can do them things. Yeah. And if it doesn't come off, he still feels safe.
I was looking at this. I was looking at this next fight. You know, if Faber does beat Peter Yan, he's right up there. He's like top 5 again.
Is he?
Yeah, because Peter Yan's 4, so that'll move Faber up to like 4 or 3, and Faber's like right up there again. Like,
and I'll tell you something else. If he wins and Aldo win, they might end up fighting again.
Again?
Yeah, because they fought for the featherweight title.
Aldo in WEC.
Yeah, back in the day. Yeah. And Aldo really, really hurt him with leg kicks. Did you remember that?
Yeah.
That was bad, man. The dude was on crutches and that. And Uriah is tough as hell. When he lost his fight to Mike Brown, I'm pretty sure he broke both his hands in one of those fights. I think he fought him twice. I can't remember. But yeah, he fought him, broke his hands. It was just elbowing in the fight.
Yeah, all I know is that like if he wins and he goes back up to like that top 5, it's like a blast from the past.
Well, what would be crazy is if he wins and Aldo wins and they fight again. That's what I'd like to see. And for a title eliminator.
When's CJ back?
TJ?
Yeah. Sorry, TJ, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but TJ wouldn't have the belt.
Yeah, I know, but they would love to make that fight for the story that they could have behind it. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, Faber and TJ?
Yeah.
Yeah, when is TJ coming back? I don't think he is. Like, he popped so hot and got convicted.
I think he'll be back soon.
Months.
He'll be back soon.
12 months.
He'll be back soon, mate.
He's back training in that.
Of course he's back training.
See what I'm...
What?
His name, Peter.
I don't know how to say it.
It's just spelt weird. Peter. No idea. Sorry, Peter. If you ever get around to watching this one, we're sorry.
You're sorry. You're making fun of him. I'm not making
fun of him.
I hope he fucking smashes you.
Sneaky Pete.
This guy's good, man. This guy's fucking good. I think his striking's going to be too much. And Rivera had trouble with him with the wrestling, you know. So I don't see Faber just being like able to just out wrestle him or something like that. I don't. Although Faber's got very good grappling, man. He's got really, really good guillotines. He can grapple. Whoa.
Yeah. Well, he's been doing this game for how long?
Yeah.
No, but Faber's level of grappling is high. Like overall, like just not just wrestling. He's good. He's a good grappler. He had that match with Nicky Ryan.
Oh yeah, he did.
You know that's high level, man. That's not.
Nicky did him, yeah. Yeah.
I don't think he submitted him.
It ended up going to points.
Yeah, but that's like you're talking about a specialist grappler, and this guy like went.
He also competed in the
A whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, he was in that quad, which is the one with the teams.
Quintet.
Yeah. I like that style. Eh?
There are a lot of like guys in the UFC at the moment. I feel that are pushing 40 or above 40. I think that's like becoming a trend almost. There's a lot. No comments. Cool.
No, I don't know. I'm trying to think of people who are 40. Anderson Silva.
Cool. Yeah. Romero.
Jacare.
Is Jacare 40?
Yeah.
Yeah.
22.
He gets younger.
Yeah.
He does age well. He is aging well. Like a fine wine.
Everyone in your division aging pretty well.
Yeah. Everyone's on the elixir of life. Maybe they all camp together. Himself.
Yeah, all right.
So cool.
Cody. When's he fighting next?
I don't know.
I'm really happy he's had some time off.
Yeah.
He's very good, man.
He's very, very good. Very, very good. But I feel like he really rushed to get back in there after those bad knockouts.
Mm.
But that's what I was going to say. You see, there you go. There's a guy that, to me, he's really good. He's had a bit of a bad run, and it happens.
Yeah.
But Cody's good. And people
He's
don't get...
so good.
They don't get... He's fucking good, man.
Yeah.
He had like 30 or 40 amateur boxing fights. On top of being a real gun wrestler, too.
When Cody fought Dominic
these
Cruz,
losses, have they been wiped now?
No, but see, that's what we're always talking about. Like, right, what happens when you lose?
Yeah.
Right. What happens to? No, but not even just money wise. What happens to like the damage that you did to the guy?
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah, you don't get them years back, or
yeah.
For someone who came out and even said, "Do you know what I mean?" Like
yeah. I don't think it. I think that doesn't happen. I don't think that happens. Like it's not wiped. It's still there.
And it's a start.
So, what's happening here, Rob? Like for you, in your opinion, like from a fighter's perspective, when you're in there fighting and you're in this position,
like Jan's got great control of the center at the moment, and it's not good to be pushed out. Like he's on the real perimeter. He's not on the fence, but he's close enough that like if Peter goes in now, like if he goes into attack, Faber's only got a little bit amount of room to move backwards. You know.
So it's super important that he keeps circling.
Yeah. He's Peter. Like Jan's got great center control right now.
And it's a lot harder. Like it takes energy from the guy that's on the outside there, eh?
Yeah. Well, and it's another that was nice. That was nice switch knee. See the fake?
Yeah,
it was real nice. But it takes energy depending on how much you're moving. Like I wouldn't think Faber's using a ton of energy right now because he's not that sort of movement fighter. But what it is draining is Faber's
neural system.
Yeah, like mind space, like mental ability. Like it is fatiguing because Faber has limited options when he's up. Like it, not limited, but his options get limited by the fact that he doesn't have a lot of room to move backwards.
Yeah. That doesn't mean that he can't win or nothing, or that he can't hit you with an overhand right.
Or
but
that
you're
he can't
limited
do
with how far you're going to move.
Yeah. Whereas like now they're both in open space, both are free to do whatever they want. Like they have full range.
If you're circling on the outside butt and someone's cutting off the ring on the inside, you will cover double the distance that they will.
Exactly.
So it will wear that little bit more.
Exactly that. You are covering a little bit more room.
But the neural fatigue is massive.
Yeah,
huge. You can't move, so you're stuck in this like...
You're on edge the whole time. You're on edge, like, he's going to attack. What's he going to do?
Because he's won the first battle of controlling the center and moving you back.
Faber's done well to get it back, though.
Oh, Faber's a gun. Like, he's a veteran. Yeah. And he checked that calf kick. I don't know if you saw. Like, the first one he got him, the second time he threw the calf kick, and Faber kind of checked it. And I don't know how bad it might have affected.
Checking a calf kick is massive.
Yeah.
He's doing really well here, feinting and then throwing some off punches.
Yeah, he's doing well, like being sneaky with that switch stance.
Ooh. Sneaky Pete.
Yeah.
Sneaky Pete.
And Faber's got power in that division.
He does.
He's built like a little brick. I saw him in the lift once, and he's like real short, real little, but he's real thick dude, man.
He looks thick.
Yeah.
He looks jacked. Yeah, Jan's coming in like just
But
really.
Pete's staying very calm and
Yeah, that's how he fights.
Composed,
Like,
yeah.
real neat, real tidy.
This is the part that's good about, I think, Sneaky Pete, is the fact that how good his wrestling is, man. Like his wrestling is in grappling is good. Like he's got such good hands, and then he can grapple.
he stays very nice and neat, doesn't he? With his hands up and that.
That's the word that I like.
But I think Faber's doing really well. He's mixing up his punches as he goes in. He's not just throwing them conventional.
When I look at Jan, like he just looks neat. That's the word that comes to my head. Neat, tidy.
Ooh,
Faber is fighting really well, but
he's dipped his head a few times though. When Jan throws like a little
the fake thing.
Yeah, he throws like a little like left hook kind of thing, and you're right, Faber is dipping his head.
Yeah, so then
He dipped it there, but he went that overhand instead of that.
That elbow over the top.
But Jan's seen it because he's been.
Oh, nice little counter there too.
Yeah, Jan's starting to land some shots. A real nice elbow in the clinch there.
Oh. He's good, Faber. He can. Do you know, mate? The fight can go any way.
100%.
Still quite even first round.
Yeah.
Very fast for the end of the round, eh? This bantamweight, yeah?
Bantamweights.
Yeah, them little dudes just energizes.
I'm a big fan of Pete.
Oh yeah.
He's landing some nice shots from the clinch, like from that breakup. Like real nice tight elbows over the top.
How important is that every time you clinch to make sure you work hard out of it?
Yeah, massive. Because a lot of people, a lot of guys, when they break a clinch or when they stop a takedown, they rest.
Yeah.
Like they get their. That's like oh yeah, I got it, I did it, done.
Got a couple of seconds off till we have to engage again or
like
something.
They're not moving into that next phase.
Or they back out straight, like back straight out.
And like you see it, like Faber's done that a couple of times now, and he's been hit with it. He got hit with it over the top elbow. Been hit with a couple of things. Fighting well, but who would you give that first round to?
Big Pete.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd give it a Pete too.
I still think Faber got some nice shots
Really,
in there,
like,
but Pete just stayed so calm and collected when he did, and still just was on the attack on the front foot.
He's been real neat and tidy, and the fact that like he's not too like he can stuff the takedowns real well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he can stay tidy on the outside.
I think Faber at first was throwing a bit of a front kick, which was, do you know what I mean, keeping him away a little bit. He seemed to abandon it. You can see the marks on the front of his chest maybe from it. I thought he was throwing a couple earlier.
There you go. So he creeps in and takes that centre real well.
How can you stop it? How do you stop that?
You got to give him looks. You got to stop him like offensively. So you got to give him looks. You got to feint.
Which is what Uriah's doing as well.
And that's how he's getting the centre back. He's attacking.
But then Peter's just, soon as he gives
creeps up with a high guard. Creeps up.
If you take a step back, he's just right there.
You know what I really like about Pete is his boxing, but then he can kick so well too for a boxer.
Yeah. He's got like a real good Muay Thai sort of looking stance.
But a lot of people like it's hard to if you got such good hands, it's hard to then start
the transition over.
Yeah.
No. He's got very good striking.
He used to get into trouble at school for fighting all the time.
Did he?
Yeah, fight on the street, fight at school. His older brother didn't want to take him to boxing, but he snuck out and went anyways.
Peter?
Big Pete, yeah. Sneaky Pete.
The Russian boxing system.
Worked out.
I like watching some of the old clips of like the Russian boxers doing their workouts. Ooh. It's like some Rocky shit, eh?
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, that's good. You're right, Aaron.
Good control.
See that nice high underhook? He's trying to get that but he hasn't got like his shoulder low enough, but I'm sure he's trying to do it. That's the other thing. Can I just say as well, people go, what he's doing wrong. He's not doing this or that or whatever. And you think like, no, dude, he's trying. Like he's well aware of what he has to do.
Yeah.
The other guy's stopping him.
He sort of went to snap down that head. He likes that guillotine, doesn't he?
He needs to slow the scramble down because needs to get some more controlling positions in the wrestle world because Yan's scrambling too well.
He's switching up his stance, Yan.
So it's so hard for him to get the shots from that clinch up. He's been switching stance all first round too.
Yeah.
He's like real seamless with it.
That'd be real hard to get that read on him too.
Especially when someone does it so well like that.
He keeps them hams really nice and high. And what's nice about it, he strikes from that high position. You know what I mean? He's not sort of coming back down in that sort of ready position. He can strike really well from there.
Ooh!
Oh, wow. He's put him down.
What was that little head shake of the...
They kind of had a little thing that between them.
And he said, let's go. And then goes the old one too.
Yeah.
He was smart how he did it too. He was like, we'll go. And then he just went. You know what I mean? He didn't go, we'll go.
He's talking to the crowd.
Yeah. He didn't stop and then go again. And you know what I mean? He didn't say it and go. He just said it and then bang.
He's busted up a bit here, Faber. Yeah. He's done well to survive that.
Man, he's got big heart and big chin.
Yeah, he's like, he's seen it all before. He's done it all before. You know what I mean?
He's got to mix that up if he's going to...
Oh!
Elbows dropped him.
I said it in the beginning. He was setting that up. Like he was landing that in the first round a lot. The elbow over the top.
He snuck that strike in on sneaky.
Yeah, in the exit when he's coming back off the exit.
Oh, man. Faber's so tough.
He's blood everywhere.
See that one, Rob? That's what we're talking about?
What was it?
A little takedown that we were talking about before.
Yeah.
They just switched hip. Cut, man.
Oh, little hip thrust. He's happy.
Little hip thrust. Oh, yeah.
He's very happy. Oh, he's giving him the tongue. Oh, referee. He's going to have a look at the cart. The doctor, sorry.
Ooh.
Massive cut, eh? Massive welt.
Well, that's got to stop, eh? Is his ear as well or just blood in the ear?
Oh, no.
He's tough, eh?
Oh.
They start from the back.
Nah, dude.
No.
Do they do that?
Do they?
Have they? I've never seen this before. Have they always done this?
In his guard.
Well, no, because he stopped it there. But I feel if you stopped it, why didn't you just stop the fight? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And because that gives all the advantage to Faber.
Yeah.
It allows him to rest, breaks up.
And he would
sneaky Pete's attack.
And it pauses the momentum.
Oh. Yeah. Like if you, why would you stop it right at the? You know where that happened as well with Mark Hunt and Bigfoot. You remember that in the first fight? That, like if you're gonna stop it, you can't stop it. It's part of the, like you worked to get the guy hurt and to get him in that position.
And Faber's fighting well.
Man, Faber's a good fighter.
He's really fighting well, but
it goes to show how good Yan is.
Yeah. He's fighting good. Like he's still getting Yan with some great strikes. There's that takedown again.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, Faber survived the round.
He's a good grappler, Faber as well.
He got hurt bad.
Dude, the thing that's crazy is Peter Yan's grappling, I think. You compare it with his striking. This guy's so good, man.
Oh.
What do you think? What do you think Uriah's thinking right now? Like he's been through this 100 times, you know what I mean? But now he's gone through this again, like a fight where he's losing, he's hurt, and he's 40. You know what I mean?
I don't know, because I think that I think he's very smart. I think that from my understanding, from things that I've seen about him and whatnot, he's got a good gym, a successful gym, he's a good businessman. He understands that he's, and he's being 40 has probably physical disadvantages, but psychological and intelligence-wise, you're smarter at 40 than you were at 25.
With his elbow. Oof.
And so I think that he's fighting now because he wants to fight.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? So I think he loves this. He loves being in the fight,
Like competitor.
Yeah, I don't think he's 40 fighting because he has to feed his family. And I think he's had big breaks and I think that helps a lot as well.
Yeah, certainly.
Do you think it's not dangerous, Bud, as well, that when fighters come back at a later age, because they say they still have that feeling of, and then, like, he's still fighting good, but the younger guys and that are just...
I think with Faber, like I said, I think he's smart, and I think he's got a stable of guys also at his gym, like that he probably works out with and trains with every day, so he knows where he's at. Yeah. It's very different, man, being 40 and going, fuck, I've got to get paid, I've got to go fight. And he's only ever, like, overhand right from stopping this.
Yeah.
Peter, Jan's really starting... I'm going to stop calling him Peter. That's his name. Jan is really starting to loosen up.
Oh!
Yeah, that stopped.
He's,
Man, you got
what I was saying is, Jan was really starting to loosen up.
Yeah.
And fire off many different attacks, different angles, different looks. And, that's... Man. You can see that now.
And not only was he loosening up, but Uriah was getting more and more hurt.
Yeah, Uriah was he was on an uphill fight, since the second round. Like, it was hard for him. He was really trying to take control of that fight again, and he just couldn't.
I told Jacob Malkoon about this guy before, back.
He's
fan this guy.
Really good.
Yeah, he's very, 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 very
so good. I think, like, this shows a little bit more of, like, the level, like his level.
I think a lot of people who hadn't seen him before would have watched this and now and went like,
boom.
Oh.
Threw like a knee and then snapped it out.
The whole fight, he was switching left to right stance, like, so seamlessly.
This guy's good.
Every time he'd drop him, he'd put his hands out, like...
Yeah.
Every single time.
Kick him in the temple, was it?
I don't know.
Foot to the face.
Foot to the face is never good, mate.
Yeah, and regardless of where it lands, really.
What's your take, Rob?
Yeah, I think Jan did really well in the beginning. Like, he came out and he was, like, real tight high guard, controlling the center. But you could see he was feeling it out, especially in revision. Like, he was feeling out the fight. And Uriah was doing well, moving away, trying to stay outside of the reach. I think Uriah knew that Jan was going to keep him on the end of his jab and, like, really utilise the range in his strikes. And he was doing really well, moving away. But every time they'd tie up, they'd clinch up, Jan would be making him pay every single time. He'd make him pay for coming in and make him pay.
When you say make him pay, can you elaborate on that a little bit?
So when Uriah was, because Jan was controlling the centre so well, Uriah's back was against the fence a lot of the time. He was always kind of pushed into that position where he needed to go forward to try and take control of the centre back. And every time he would do that, they'd tie up, they'd clinch. Uriah was having no success with the takedown. Jan was controlling the clinch work, and then when they would break, Jan would throw effective strikes on the break of the clinch, on the break of the scramble, and this kept happening until, like, in the second round, you could see that Jan started opening up. He started landing a lot more shots, and then once Jan got the knockdown, it was just a downhill fight for Faber from there.
And it's hard, eh? Like, it's. I thought Uriah looked good. You know what I mean? Up until he started getting really, really hurt. He's got a massive heart, I think, and he took a lot of damage in that fight.
Yeah, he did. But and it was crazy. He kept coming back, kept going up.
Yeah.
There were a couple of times. when Uriah looked super hurt, like, big shots. That elbow over the top, the first 1-1-2, like, and let me make a point, like, that combo Jan threw, the jab right, and he stepped through on the right hand and then fired the left hand from, like, it was his rehand.
Yeah.
That was so beautiful.
Yeah, that's high level, like, because he went from orthodox through the jab straight right into a southpaw stance, and then through the straight from southpaw.
It was so good, so good.
What do you think, Eli?
No, he'll have to have a shot next, wouldn't he?
I don't know, it shows the level.
It depends on the next guys.
It shows the level. I think he was underrated a little bit, like, underestimated a little bit. still, and certainly shows the level.
Not by me, mate. Not by me.
Not by Fab.
I'm a fan, mate. I was a fan.
You're right. I should have called you.
Do you think that's helped him at all, but because people would just say it's a 40-year-old Uriah?
I think that 40-year-old Uriah that we saw today was good.
Yeah.
Was really good.
No, I still think he fought well. He still got in some nice shots and that, but
really
they were just a different level.
And this guy, like, you can't, like, you know, young, hungry guy with the pedigree that this guy has. I think if young, like, a younger Uriah would have still had trouble with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How old is he?
Yan?
Yeah.
27, I think. Something like that. 26, 27.
Yeah, that was a great fight to watch, though. Great fight. See the masked fellas in the crowd?
The Jabberwockies.
See how much clothing they wear? If they have to wear that the whole time, so much. Oh, this is going to be a good fight.
Yeah.
Aldo looks good.
Yeah.
Looks good.
But I'm used to see, it's kind of weird to me to see him on fight day looking that gaunt. I'm not saying he looks bad,
but
I'm just not used to seeing him.
Yeah, he usually looks.
Still doesn't look like he. I don't know if it's the lighting. It looks like he doesn't have much colour in him.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He looked weird in that particular shot, but it could be the lighting.
Yeah,
it could be a million other things. So I'm not sure. I'm always been a Aldo fan, so my heart's with Aldo because he was always been one of my favourites. Such a good fighter, man. Such a good fighter.
In his prime, there was just no one even close, was there?
Nah, not in his prime. But even like outside of his prime, like he's still good.
Yeah.
The one thing I haven't seen from him, and I don't know why, like it could be injuries or whatever, and I don't like to comment when I don't have any idea. The one thing that I have, the leg kicks in the Volkanovski fight, maybe it was because of Alex's takedowns, and you got to give him that credit.
Yeah.
But was the leg kicks, I didn't see it a lot. That's what's hard as well. Like, you know, when people go, you know what he should have done is this and that. You've got to credit the opponent as well. It's not, a lot of things are happening in there, you know. It's not the way people think it is. And when it works out perfect, it works out perfect and you're a genius.
Yeah. I thought that with the DC and Stipe, number 2, where people go, he should have wrestled him. Well, he knocked him out the first one. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
So he was very confident that he could still do it, which he could have.
Yeah, man, that fight was going backwards and forwards.
I'm looking forward to that Rosenstrike and Ngannou.
That's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
No, I'm good. Cheers. Yeah, that'll be a good fight. Someone's getting knocked out.
The thing I think with Ngannou is that I think if you're not a good grappler like a Stipe or someone like that, I just think Ngannou has too much power. He's got like power like he just touches you and knocks you out.
Absurd power.
Yeah, like just touches you. Anyway.
Was Rosenstrike first brought in for his sparring partner? I think I read somewhere. For Ngannou's sparring partner, and now has just been knocking everyone out as well.
I don't know. But he's had like 70 kickboxing fights.
Yeah?
Yeah. He was like world champion of certain organisations. I can't remember them all now.
Was he?
Yeah. He's like a proper good kickboxer.
Man, he's got heavy hands as well.
Yeah. But the thing that I see with Ngannou is he can just touch you somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, like give you a dead arm, like when you're a kid, and he's knocking you out. That's
the speed of his punches too when he throws. Do you know what I mean? I think that's a bit different.
I just see he's got way too much power. He's like a monster, dude. He's some sort of monster like that.
This fight's locked in, yeah. Cowboy and McGregor.
Who do you have in that fight?
Man, at welterweight, I think Cowboy's a better chance. I thought they would have fought at lightweight.
Okay, so you think?
No, I just think McGregor at lightweight, I would have definitely had him. I would have thought his boxing's too crisp I mean, Cowboy's sort of got that square stance and that. I think McGregor would be able to get on that outside of him and put some right down the middle. But at welterweight, I don't know. Cowboy's strong at welterweight, I think.
Who do you have?
I think McGregor takes that one because McGregor's a big guy. Big guy. He knows how to use his reach really well.
Yeah.
Knows how to use his kicks really well. Cowboy has the most success with guys he can kind of lead the dance with.
Yeah.
So, and McGregor's not that sort of fighter. He's a guy that comes in and he kind of steers the fight.
He's got great counter punching and that as well. And
he's got good timing and he hits hard.
McGregor's a good counter puncher, but he also takes the center.
yeah,
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
he'll lead the fight. He's a very smart fighter. He's a very smart fighter. He'll lead the fight, and I just if McGregor's leading the fight, because I don't see how he won't lead the fight, but if McGregor's leading the fight, then Cerrone won't. I don't think.
I also see that Cerrone's taken a lot of damage in the last few fights. Like,
Yeah,
I don't see him beating him. I'm not saying that he can't, but I just don't see him beating him.
yeah.
he's got really crisp striking hands.
And timing.
He hasn't really came out and started promoting the fight at all, has he? I don't know if he's just chipping down on the training and not going to worry about it as much, because usually he's promoting it before it even
I don't
gets
think he
announced.
needs to now.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, I think it does it for himself. Plus, like,
be interesting to see.
yeah, I think he'll fight this fight and then he'll like try to really get a title shot.
Does he get a title shot straight up? Well, it's Conor McGregor, eh?
So yeah, it's Conor McGregor.
I don't know with I agree with you. I think there's more like as the guys are getting older, they go up in weight. So, Cerrone's gone up in weight. It's different, but I don't know that I see McGregor being too strong for him, and I see him having, if it's the old McGregor as well, he hasn't been around for a while, and I also think that Cerrone's he's a good kickboxer, but I think his guys with good boxing have given him a bit of trouble. Guys that can come in and box with him.
Yeah, because he stands very upright, square.
Yeah.
Nate Diaz.
He's a big target.
Masvidal.
Yeah.
They've given him some headaches. So I don't know.
Ferguson.
Ferguson, yeah, when he came in with that, throwing those elbows and taking that space.
Just not getting led around. Anyone that Cerrone hasn't been able to lead around, he's had a lot of trouble with.
And when he can lead him around, though, he starts to dictate.
It's a clinic. You owe him $70 for the hour afterwards. Like that's
and that's what a lot of people don't understand. I think it's like you can fight 10 times and you're going to have different responses even with the same guys, because you it's who can dictate on that night. You know what I mean?
Massive.
Big
Massive.
time, yeah.
That's why is another thing is like, it's not just like fighting for the belt. It's like in the UFC, you don't have clear. It's not a tournament. It's not a clear tournament thing. So, like it's, let's say for example, Brisbane Broncos are going to fight. Well, we're going to play Melbourne Storm for the final. If Melbourne Storm get injured, you can't pull out number 5 and have them play for the championship, because number 5 might beat them. Manly Seagulls might beat them, but the reason is a tournament that went. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is how it is.
Yeah, so it's the last two that have to fight, because they're the last two that got there.
I do like that in Bellator, eh? Like how they do that. They have.
I like that more.
I like that system, because I do like the clear cut. Okay, X beats Y. I'm fighting X.
It's like a mandatory.
Yeah, and you can kind of see the guys you're going to fight, and you can plot out different sort of things. I like it. Plus, it gives you like that extra little.
It's clear,
kick.
man. It's clear. It's like you can't just. Yeah. So.
Well, at the moment, you can be champion and think you're going to fight 1 or 2, but really you could be fighting some circus show that's just...
What about when Bisping fought Henderson?
See, like this, I've never seen him this gaunt, if you look at him.
Yeah. He does look gaunt. Thin.
He
also looks weathered. He's been in a lot of fights. Yeah. A lot of fights.
I've never seen him that, but that doesn't mean that he can't perform, but I just never seen him like that.
Who was I talking to? Was it you? I was talking to someone, and they're like, I love seeing all these posts about Aldo. They're like, Aldo's never trained this well. Aldo's never been this good. And every photo, it looks like Aldo's about to die. Like he's just like gaunt and weathered, and like he's sweaty from the session.
One thing though, when I saw him, the first time I saw him in real life, it was how he was actually like a small guy, I thought he was bigger. You know what I mean?
We've spoke about the camera. Like there's camera magic there, because like the last fight, like we've been shoulder to shoulder with Uriah, and he's like he's a short. He's not short. Yeah, he's short. He's a small guy. He's a small guy, thick but small guy. Whereas it looked huge. Like he looks huge. They both look huge in there. And they make the smaller guy. We said this. They make the smaller guys look bigger, and the bigger guys look smaller.
Yeah. But you can tell when they go up against the cage. You see the heavyweights in that, and they look over the cage. They're talking to their coaches.
Who was it? Who was that heavyweight fight we watched the other day?
Look at this guy's delts, man. Look how lean he is. On my heart's with Aldo. I have to say, I'm not gonna give a objective thing because like I like Moraes too, but
still looks very drained in the face and
dude, he's so jacked. Look how lean he is.
My heart's with Aldo though.
Yeah, ever since I've met you, you've been like a.
I'm a big Aldo fan, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, he's been a champion in and out of the cage. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't.
I like him.
He just does it. And the way he used to fight, or still fights, the way he fights, everyone I think is a fan of him.
Yeah, I like Aldo.
I don't know about. I don't know. Like I can't say. And you know what? He might lose, and it's not because of the weight cut. It's because Moraes is just a monster. You know.
Moraes
I don't
hits
know.
very hard.
Huh?
Moraes hits very hard.
And he's big. He's big, and he's strong. He's a good grappler. Like it's.
He's established in the division.
Yeah.
Like he's. Yeah.
I'm curious about the leg kicks. I want to see.
Aldo hasn't really thrown leg kicks in the last few fights, eh?
That's what we were just saying before, because when he fought Alex, we were saying maybe it was because he was worried about the takedown. Or
before that, he still before that he hasn't thrown leg kicks since.
He used to rip him in, eh?
Yeah,
you could see him running up and he would just chop him in.
You know what?
It's going to hit something.
Yeah, that's the other thing people don't get at when you're throwing leg kicks and you're taking them anywhere and you got to throw them, but you don't even know. Like this, like people don't understand. Like he might have thrown it in training once, hurt it. And that takes a bit of your confidence, you know what I mean? Like, if you
or in a fight even, or like maybe he injured it in a fight and it is never the same.
No, but sometimes just the confidence that goes. You know, if you think like, oh, I'm always going to come out best in the exchanges, and maybe one day he didn't.
Moraes is jacked, eh?
Yeah.
You know, but that's another dude who I thought would throw like killer leg kicks was Thiago Alves.
Yeah,
he would throw killer leg kicks.
Thiago Alves. Yeah. Thiago Alves?
Thiago?
Yeah.
Yeah, he would throw monstrous leg kicks. He was a dude that I was always like, I don't ever fight him. That's when it was a world's fight.
Fuck, when GSP beat him, that was good. That was like, I was so impressed with GSP in that fight. I'm sure that's fucking what he's always wanted.
He wanted
to impress
him, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Pitbull Alves.
That was before he went away, but when he was fighting, then because I was in the Ultimate Fight House and I remember watching him fight against, I forget who it was against, but he was just chopping him and I was just thought to myself, I don't want to fight him. He's scary. He looks scary. A scary guy.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah. I'm very, very, very curious because you look at that as well. Like Aldo wins, he's next title contention.
Right up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have to be.
Well, Moraes was 1.
Oh, yeah. And where's he? 5? Did they automatically rank him 5?
This is his first fight. I think he's unranked.
Oh, is he?
Generally, that's what they do. When they move up and down, they get like a no rank. A wild card, if you would.
Wild card.
I like that, though, because
the wild cards?
Yeah, the wild cards, like the guys moving up and down, because I think it just adds an element. It frees up the previous division, creates new tension in the new division. Oh, that's nice. I'm just saying that for when I move up.
What do you think fighters...
just laying down the groundwork.
when they change weight and they have a loss in their first fight, do you think maybe some fighters abandon that too quick?
Yeah, 100%.
Like, no, that
I also think, like, say for example, like when we had Weidman on here, and he was saying he went from middleweight to light heavyweight, and they gave him Dominic Reyes, instead of maybe fighting, number 20, an unranked guy or something like that. To not that it would be an easy fight, but it'd be somewhere to go. Okay, well, I need to get my body used to this weight. You know what I mean? I need to see if this is the right weight for me and kind of build yourself up through the ranks the problem is you're coming down from featherweight to bantamweight and fighting this monster.
Yeah, number one, literally number one.
And maybe you beat him, maybe you don't. That's not the thing, but like, you know, maybe
it doesn't show an accurate reflection on whether it was a good move or not.
Yeah, because you could run in.
Oi.
That's rocked him already. That head kick.
Yeah,
It's a little bit wobbly.
Look that way, eh?
Yeah, it's definitely wobbly.
That's the only thing I think about. Like, I thought about when him moving down was that the water. He looks still gaunt. The water still might be out of him, might be away from his brain. He's taken big knocks in fights before.
and I'll say something else, man, that I think, and you can speak about this. I think like you are. If you move up, the guys hit so much harder generally. But if you move down, the guys move so much faster.
Move faster, and you've got less water in your brain.
Yeah, no, but let's say you're not cutting, like the 135ers in general will move faster than the 145ers.
Yeah, there is. I think we've spoken on this a couple of episodes ago about the like.
Do you find
it's not culture, but it's kind of like it is sort of like the culture of the division, like how the game plan and the games and the way people fight in the heavyweight aren't the same as middleweight, right. And aren't the same again in featherweight, aren't the same again in, and it's like that. But for every division, it's like the difference between middleweight and welterweight is huge.
Did you find were welterweights a lot faster for you?
It's hard
because you were a fast welterweight and still a fast middleweight.
Yeah, it's hard to say. Like the middleweights are definitely bigger and more powerful, bigger guys, and were definitely stronger. And I felt like the welterweights were quicker per se. But it's hard for me to remember specifically from that long ago. That's
the thing with, say for example, Rob, when he went up to welterweight, was number 6 welterweight and went up to fought number 5 middleweight. Because all those fights are like, fuck, anyone could beat anyone.
Yeah.
He was able to go through the ranks at middleweight.
Oh, yep.
So I think that
Who was your first fight in middleweight?
Hester.
Clint Hester.
Oh, but he was still a beast.
No, they're all fucking beasts.
Yeah.
But they were, it was the right level.
Yeah, yep. Well, who was Chris saying that he thought he was, or that he wanted,
No, he was just saying like he would have preferred a different opponent.
He mentioned someone. I went, that would have been a good fight.
He said Sam Alvey.
Sam Alvey, yeah.
Or Shogun.
Shogun.
Yeah,
that's who I thought.
But see, to me, and that's not being disrespectful to Shogun or Alvey, I think like they're established light heavyweights.
Yeah.
And Chris is coming up into light heavyweight.
Yeah, would have been a good fight for him.
Yeah, that would have been a good fight because I don't think any of them are easy fights.
I think, especially if the company wanted to cultivate him, you know what I mean? What that word I used?
That's going to take... I'm going to put a page in my memoirs the day you use that book.
You should.
It's going to have a whole page
I want you to clip just this part and just put it out there. It's 4 seconds or so.
I'll be asking Dave after the podcast what it means.
How do you see the fight going so far?
Moraes is throwing a lot of heavy shots, but Aldo's controlling the center really well, which is giving him the distance to move back, slide his head out, get away from those big power strikes. But every time Moraes throws, man, it's scary. Like you can see there's a lot of power and violence behind it.
But I've seen Moraes throw too much heavy leather and gas.
When he fought Thingy last time. What's his name? Cejudo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly that. That's what I thought. I thought that straight away when Moraes was spamming those head kicks to try and... Because he hurt Aldo when he was throwing a lot of volume and heavy leather. I thought the same thing. Like he's done that before against Cejudo, and this is exactly what happened with Cejudo when Cejudo just started walking forward, and putting hurt.
And now Aldo seems to me to be starting to get into a bit of a groove.
Yeah.
Ooh,
a little bit more range.
Good right hand there.
And Moraes looks to me like he's starting to slow down.
Plus his coverings, he's really circling that.
Now he is. Yeah, he's not controlling the center.
I think Aldo knows he hurt him.
He hurt him there with a nice right hand.
And he went back with his hands down. So,
keep your hands up, please.
Some good exchanges. Right hand down the pipe.
Moraes looks like he had.
That was
nice
lateral. It looked like after Aldo stuffed that shot, he kind of switched off.
Yeah.
We mentioned this in the last fight. Like,
how do you see
I can't say that he did because I don't know if that's what he was doing, but
What are you saying, Ella?
How do you see that round going now?
I think Moraes
ending up on the bottom.
I think Moraes won that round, in my opinion, because I think he started the better and he kind of finished the better. But I don't know. It was close.
Yeah.
That's
the shot that wobbled Aldo shot away.
That was a good shot where it got him.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Aldo started landing some really clean shots.
I agree. But then he got the takedown right at the end as well. It wasn't like Moraes didn't get any shots.
And it was like a nice, flashy takedown.
Yeah.
You're right in front of the judges.
Close one, but it might have, yeah.
It's close. I
Very
can't
close.
Who do I think won? I think, if you ask me honestly, I think Moraes might have just edged it. But
the problem is, like, we're kind of going for Aldo.
Yeah.
So it's like everything's like our opinions.
I like Moraes. I like Moraes a lot. I just feel like I've always liked Aldo. You know what I mean? Always. So it's hard for me to be objective in the sense of that. Also, guys, just before people have a cry about stuff, this isn't like we're not UFC commentators. So we're watching the fights.
Yeah.
And you are watching with us because you're our friends and.
Yeah, we're just having a chat. You know, we're just trying to kill some time on a Sunday. You know, wanted you guys to be part of that.
Because Rob is the benevolent one.
I hope that nickname doesn't kick off, mate.
The benevolent one.
The benevolent one. That's too heavy for me.
The benevolent biracial angel.
No. I don't like biracial angel. I don't like that one.
Who else was the biracial angel? The baseballer?
No, that was from the movie with Mark Wahlberg. I can't remember the name. Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell. They were in a movie together. And I think it was a baseball player or a football player. And he goes, he's our biracial angel.
Yeah, who's the baseball player? He got done for wasn't he married to
Mariah Carey
and the one who got done? Oh, what's his name?
Aldo's doing really well controlling the centre. Look at him the way he cuts it off as well.
I think that Moraes has slowed down a little.
Moraes has had trouble playing on the back foot like that.
Both of these guys are good kickers, and I haven't seen them kick that, like the leg kicks, you know. I don't see them using it.
Now, Moraes has went up high, but he hasn't went to the legs.
If like this, Moraes won't beat Aldo like this.
I'd like to see him using that leg kick.
And I'll tell you something else. Regardless, I think Aldo looks very good at bantamweight.
He's looking really, really, really good right now.
Like regardless, like even if he loses to Moraes, it doesn't mean
he's performing well and he's looking good. Yeah, I wonder why Aldo isn't leg kicking. He hasn't leg kicked for years. Not in general. I'm sure he's done it in training. He just hasn't thrown it in fights a lot.
But that's what I mean. You don't know what happens. You know, people don't know why certain things happen. Like, he should be throwing a leg kick, but you don't know why he's not.
Oh, I love when he goes to the body like that.
Yeah, I love it.
But usually he'd finish with a right low kick after that combination.
He's got such a good
Dutch combination like that liver, that left to the liver, and then boom.
He's got such a really tight left rip.
Yeah,
so
but he'd usually finish with that low kick, and I don't know why.
He's doing so well controlling the centre though, and you can see it's giving him so many more options than Moraes. Like Moraes is still throwing shots and landing shots, but you can see how Aldo is starting to lead the dance a little bit.
He's slowing down a little bit too with his bouncing around and that Moraes. Just slowly. He's still trying to get on his toes because it's important, you know what I mean, to sort of stay on your toes but you can sense he's getting. Aldo's got his range. He's got to keep that chin down, right?
He's getting clipped, and he's not. You know, I was really worried it would be hurting him a lot more, just because of the weight drop and the wars he's had, but it doesn't seem to be the case. He looks really good. This round, I think Aldo's definitely taking his round so much.
So far.
Nice slipping there, eh? Just
stalking him down. Look at him stalk him down.
I like him at bantamweight. I actually really like him at bantamweight.
He looks good.
And you know something? Moraes doesn't look like... They look the same size.
Yeah.
So you start to think like, you know, like he did well at featherweight. Moving down and winning would be impressive.
Doesn't happen often.
Moraes' attacks are slowing up big time.
Yeah, massively, yeah.
Moraes is hard in the first, like, I think he puts a lot into that first round, you know what I mean? Like, because he's a big, strong guy, and if he can overwhelm you, he's going to hurt you. But now, no, I don't.
He's definitely having to work a lot more, like cardio-wise, by not controlling the centre.
I mean, he's circling on that outside. He's covering some distance.
Yeah.
Just, if they had a GPS on him, do you know what I mean, to see the distance that they covered, it'd be twice as much.
I was just thinking that, eh?
No, that's it.
Yeah, Aldo's really starting to just take this fight, control this fight. Ooh, and clipped a lot on the way out from that right hand.
Yeah, he's
but you can see, like, with these big, heavy guys, and it's not always the case, but once they start to slow down, they don't have the same bite.
No.
You know?
Oh,
nice stiff jab.
I've always liked Moraes as well, but I'm biased here with Aldo. I think for sure Aldo won this round. The first round,
one apiece.
Yeah, you'd have to say it's one apiece. You wouldn't be able to be in Aldo's corner and go, yeah, you won the first easily.
Yeah. Aldo's bouncing around. Looks like he's enjoying himself.
Well, he's stalking the heck out of Moraes. So, and you saw Moraes have trouble with against Cejudo when Cejudo started just stalking him down, walking him down.
When he slowed down,
he just slowed down. But I think he slows down also because of it. You know, I do think he goes a bit hard in the beginning, but this fight I didn't think he went like.
No, he didn't go crazy.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like he did throw a little bit more volume in the beginning, right in the beginning when he thought he had him really hurt, which he did.
Look at this.
Oh, and those shots. That's the other thing people don't see.
Slow you down.
That's slow. Oh,
the investment.
Ooh.
That's
like,
it. Sorry, Eli, you're going to say.
No, like you were saying, but he usually follows that up with that kick. He still hasn't tried kick.
The thing is, like those, you know, like the solid organs, like your kidneys, your spleen, your liver, they bruise. It's not like they just your oxygen goes like they bruise. That's why they hurt so much.
And why you piss blood after a fight sometimes?
You piss blood, eh?
Yeah.
Which fights did you piss blood?
I can't remember. A couple. It happens, like especially when you're up against the cage and you get kneed. Like they hurt. They dig in. Ooh, Moraes is coming out fast again. But Aldo just keeps stalking him down with that high guard. Do it again. His corner would have said as well, like, it's one apiece now. You need whoever wins this round wins the fight.
And Aldo may well have won the first one. I don't think so.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
It was close enough to be like, it could go either way.
Yeah, you'd have to say to him, you have to win this round.
Yeah. Ooh.
Some nice jabs there.
Yeah, very good.
Just tripled it up, mixed it up a little bit, something different.
They're stiff, all three of them too.
Yeah. Well, he reloaded the whole three of them, didn't leave them out there. He just reloaded it and threw it again.
Covered like half the octagon too.
I wonder why it doesn't kick.
Do you think? Do judges score center control at all?
I don't know. They don't go center control, blah, blah, but it definitely, like, you with the octagon control and with you doing the damage is what takes everything, you know, when you speak to the judge. But when you're watching that, it doesn't, you're not winning.
Makes you look, it also makes you look like you're winning.
Yeah, you're definitely the aggressor.
Yeah. So far, I'd lean, even though Aldo's controlling, I'd still lean towards Moraes here. Even though like Aldo's stalking him down a lot, he's not landing a lot of shots, and Moraes has kind of landed a lot of those jabs so far.
Hooks. He's just sort of been throwing some feints,
but
just be biding his time.
Yeah, I expect Moraes to slow down a little bit soon. Almost half a round up.
Yeah, I mean, if you're controlling the center and the other guy's hitting you, you're not going to win the fight either. But you're not going to win a fight going backwards like
he hasn't stopped changing which way he's going either, but Moraes, so he hasn't let Aldo sort of set on him. He's just circling.
Yeah,
change circles.
I've seen him like evade a couple shots that way.
A few feints and that. So Aldo as well looks like he's getting a little bit tired chasing him.
Very smart by Moraes.
He's not stopping at all, letting him set.
That's what you have to. Yeah, that's what you have to do against someone like Aldo, though.
Yeah.
You have to do that. You have to be moving left and right. You can't set because Aldo is so dangerous when he can get in there to hit you from that mid range.
He's not getting hit here.
Yeah, he's not.
Aldo's
He's not
really.
He's not being as effective as he was in the second round.
Can't put hands on him.
Try that in a second. He's going to have to open up here.
Yeah. He's really got to push.
Yeah.
In such a close fight.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
It's another thing where, like, this fight will finish and there'll be people saying, well, shouldn't have left it up to the judges. That's what you get for leaving it up to the judges.
Good on him. Moraes having a lot more success with that jab this round.
Yeah, Aldo's not sort of slipping. He's sort of
Yeah,
wanting
Aldo's trying to slow down,
to hit him. He's a little bit tired.
Yeah,
Mouth's
minute
opening
left.
a
I
bit.
have to lean towards Moraes so far.
Oh. I think I wouldn't be confident for either one of these guys to not, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'd be like, you're not winning.
Aldo's got to do something in this last minute if he wants to win the fight because there's leg kick.
Nice.
Ooh. Moraes picked it up this round. Big time.
Yep.
Big time.
Man, it's hard because you can't tell how the judges score it either because like they can only see what they can see. And so when you're getting moved backwards, I'm just saying I don't know who the judges will give it to.
Smart by Moraes.
I think Moraes, like I feel Moraes
Yeah.
this round. But him walking backwards, it doesn't look good for the judges, all I'm saying.
And he's just staying away, changing his angles.
And he's
Nice
landing.
jab.
He's landing.
Now
good
he's
shots.
landed a lot of shots. Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know. Aldo feels confident, but they're both arms up. Both feel confident.
Well, corner looks confident.
Is that a ploy?
Hey?
Is that a ploy sometimes
But I also
to be
think like,
confident and
they would have had a lot of pressure coming down in bantamweight and putting on a good performance, and I think that he did.
He did.
Oh,
He definitely did.
He did. So whether he gets a judge's nod or not, I think bantamweight. Now, I don't know how many times can you do that cut. Do you know what I mean as well? Like psychologically, physiologically.
It's hard. Cutting weight is hard work.
That's what I'm saying. But he definitely looked good today.
He did. He did. Especially when you get older. He's 40.
No. 33,
Oh,
dude.
sorry.
You fucking animal.
yeah.
That's just
Yeah, all right, dude. Let's just make up shit.
Is it?
He's a 40-year-old Dutch guy.
Is he only 33
He's
though?
a university professor.
He's been fighting for so
linguistics.
long.
He's
he's
only
been
been training
fighting for so long.
part-time.
He's been fighting for so long. Did Aldo get more significant strikes?
But that's hard to say as well. Like I don't trust this significant strikes thing.
Neither do I. Because who is it?
Who is
Who is it? Just like there's one dude's like, yeah, that was one.
I don't trust this. To me, Moraes looked. I think it was very close, man. I don't think anyone won or lost that fight. That's one of my opinions. That's my opinion.
I think honestly, the round that could go either way would have to be round 1. Because I think round 3, Moraes took it.
I'd love to see how they score them strikes. I'd love to see that. Who's the person there making the little...
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's like,
you want any food?
Nah, I'm good for food, thanks.
no, I'm good.
Where's the chicken in that room?
In the fridge.
Yeah, because it'd be easy just to lose. Do you know what I mean? Just looking over
Well,
there for a little bit.
Yeah.
Miss 10 strikes.
When I got up before, I put it in the fridge then. Because it was cool. I wonder.
Oh, one's went to Aldo, I think.
You just want any,
One round.
trail mix?
No. Thank you.
Here we go.
Confident, Aldo.
He is.
Oh, no, he's lost it. Can't argue, but he felt confident. He's dirty.
Yeah, Aldo's filthy.
He's walking over there, the commentators.
Yeah. Aldo's filthy.
Was it a split decision? Yeah, split decision. Yeah. Could have went either way.
Yeah, it just happens. It was such a close fight. Such a close fight. Like, yeah, it happens.
Good sportsmanship. All right, guys, just leave me. Yeah, that's all right. Just leave me. I'll take over from now. Yeah, thanks, Dave. The third best podcaster from the North Coast.
Hear that, Matt? I'm the third best now.
Third best podcaster from North Coast, Mr. Dave Roberts.
Are you originally from the North Coast, Dave?
Family is, I'm not. I am.
What did you think of the fight, Dave?
I was with you guys. I couldn't call it. It was both ways. I think I think they made the right decision. I think he got more significant strikes. I think it would have been better if I'm interested to see the Max fight, because I think for Max to win he needs to use more legs, and I think Aldo needed to use more legs in that fight just to keep him pushing back a bit and then get in.
Did Aldo throw a kick at all? Whether it was
I don't think
a front kick or a up kick or a leg kick?
I think he threw a flying knee, not a kick.
Yeah, just a flying knee.
Your take on the fight, Rob?
I thought Aldo did very well controlling the centre. You know, pushing Moraes back. You could see Moraes was starting to slow down in the second because of that, maybe, or maybe because of the output in the first. But Moraes definitely came back. Like he's fighting off. Not so much in the first and third. Like his movement left and right was really well, because that's what you have to do against a guy like Aldo. But certainly. Can
you explain that? What do you mean by moving left and right?
So he was Aldo was controlling the centre, and Moraes was making sure he was doing left and then going right. Every time Aldo would try to cut the octagon off, try to cut the cage off, he'd switch sides. That way, Aldo never had a chance to just line up some shots, because Aldo is very effective in that mid-range. And so Moraes fought very smart. And he started slowing down in the second, but he came out in the third, like, good again. And he started moving probably more in the third round than I saw him in the first and second. And he was landing good shots on Aldo in the third round. Like, he was having a lot of success with his jab. He was stiffening up the jab, so he was getting a lot of power and pitch in that. So it was a close fight though. It was a super, super close fight. You know, it could have gone either way. So
just a bam bam.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, he's doing a shoey online on air.
Oh, with Cub Swanson.
Oh, yep. Them shoes aren't brand new. They're someone's shoes, obviously.
Whose shoes?
I don't know. He's got wet socks now. I hate wet socks.
Elder.
Yeah, I'm not concerned about the wet socks as much as I would be about getting some shit or something.
Look at that big unit, eh?
He's so big. Stacked house, eh?
Yeah.
What do you think about this fight now coming up?
This is Nunes
and
Jermaine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see people beating Nunes. I think she's the complete package. I think she's aggressive, she's hungry, she hits so hard, and she has skill sets behind her. It's not like she's just a powerhouse that throws heavy leather. She's got crisp striking, she's got good boxing, she's got good kicks. She's smart.
Jermaine's got good. She's got.
Yeah, Jermaine's a great striker, but I just feel that Jermaine does have very good striking. She's very good striker, but I just think that Nunes is just so solid. She hits so hard for like, especially when you don't see a lot of knockouts in the women's divisions, and Nunes is a lot. You know, I see it very hard. I see it very hard for Nunes to lose.
So London's a card. It's set. It's got a date and all, but it's a ESPN Plus, a fight night, not a pay per view.
Yeah. Robbie wanted to go there.
Yep.
Robbie's probably not going there.
Robbie probably not going there.
Robbie's probably
Not yet.
there. Bobby's not going there yet.
Not yet.
One day.
What was the attraction about London? Just something different, or
They've been to Europe.
Yep.
And I've always wanted to go, and I thought this was a good way to get some free flights.
If only it was that easy. Just go and fight.
Yeah, all they have to do, to do is just fight guys.
Yeah.
And I just get free airfare.
kill brain cells.
Free airfare. You know?
It's a good way to think of it. What keeps you motivated? Get to fly for free.
Yep. Yeah, boy. But
economy.
That last fight, Rob, when you were talking about sort of controlling the centre, is there any advantage in not controlling the centre? Like, so he won and he wasn't overly controlling the centre.
Yeah.
Like, is there a strategy where you can implement where you're not controlling the centre?
Yeah, certainly. There are a lot of guys I think that fight on the back foot, like almost never control the centre and are very successful in fighting. I just like I've mentioned before, it's just I think you have more options available to you if you do control the centre opposed to if you don't, because there's nothing behind you more or less. So it's like when you, so think of it this way: if someone else is controlling the centre and you're not, you have less room behind you than he does. That's just a fact. So like when he goes forward, you can only go so far. You can only go backwards so far before he gets here, and when you go forward, he can move anywhere. You know, it's so yeah. Yeah, and I think Amanda Nunes brings a level of aggression that is just different.
So when I was saying she's just always motivated, eh?
Yeah, she's just
always really just wants to keep being champ, but keep doing it in style too. And
she's so I just think she's like a full package. She's just so aggressive. She's a weapon. She is. She's a weapon. Jermaine's good, but I don't know. I just think Nunes is just too strong right now.
Yeah, she's strong.
She does have great striking, but
yeah, when they were showing some of her highlights there before, they're really nice, accurate shots. Yeah,
so clean.
Nice straight right hand, just
so clean. How many fights are there left? 3?
3.
3 fights?
Yep. 3 titles.
So we got 70 more minutes, 65 more minutes.
Over time. 3:20.
You going to go do the Christmas lights this year?
At Mount Annan? Yeah. We'll probably take the kids there.
You do them last year?
Yeah.
You like them?
Yeah. Oh.
Do you just drive by or do you get out?
No, we got out because of the kids. There was like a Santa Claus and he gives out chocolates.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He does it every year and he like proper loves it.
I'm going to have to get out now.
Yeah.
I was always going to. I'm going tonight to go look at the Christmas lights.
Do you like that?
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like Christmas lights.
I like being a part of the family. but like I don't really care if I go see the lights or not. But my kids do, and I want to continue being their dad. Yeah.
No, my kids love it. Like I said, there's a guy, you'll see him there. He dresses up as Santa and he just gives out chocolates.
My son John has a fascination with Santa.
Oh yeah.
He's got 7 dolls of Santa at the moment, like toys. Yeah, all Santa.
Just loves him.
He goes to bed with him every night. He just loves it.
Have you threatened your kids with Santa yet?
No. My son Jack doesn't care at all.
No.
Like zero care. He loves his Xbox.
Oh yeah.
He loves it. And I can threaten him with the Xbox.
Oh yep. But no, if you say you're telling Santa, there's just no.
Nah, nothing.
No your kids at that age?
Yeah. But I don't think it. Do you know what I mean? I'm telling Santa, they'll look at me like that. But yeah, they just. My little girl, she doesn't do anything wrong. She's a little sweetheart, sunny, but he don't care. He just blows up. Don't like Santa.
He doesn't like Santa. That's what he'll say. Fuck, I don't like Santa myself.
If I say I'm telling Santa, he goes, "Don't like Santa."
I'm a fan of this lady. I just don't think that she's going to win. But like, not because I don't want to say I don't think she's going to win. I think she's up against it in Amanda Nunes. But I really like the way she carries herself. I like the way she fights. I like what she's done with the flag there. I just like her. You know?
All right. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I like the way she's
the
done
record
her
show.
hair and
Faber agrees with her style.
I do.
I think her striking is just so clean to watch.
Yeah,
I think it's
crisp.
nice. I think it's real tidy striking. Problem is, I just think Nunes is just too much. Amanda Nunes, honestly, is like she's a weapon. Such a beast.
Somebody just wrote to me, Mr. Jack Borman wrote to me, asking what we thought of Chase Hooper, the kid that looks like Ben Askren. Hey, props to both of them. So he wrote, Ben Askren wrote, well done, son.
Yeah.
And
old boy just replied, wittily.
Yeah. So, but he was good, man, that kid. He's only 20 years old.
Yeah.
Far out. And he fought a good guy.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
I'm impressed too. I thought he also looks like that O'Malley guy.
Yeah, it does a little bit.
I think it might just be the hair, white skin.
What's the name of the guy? The Facebook guy, the guy that
Zuckerberg.
Yeah, that's who it looks like too. You said that, or I said that?
Dave
said that. Somebody said that.
What do you mean? Or I said that?
I don't know. I don't know who it was.
What do you
said
mean?
it yourself.
Did you say that, or did it come from me?
No, I know that I just said it then. I know that one of you had said it before. Only you would think, did you mean simultaneously?
I got you wrong. It sounded like you said it, like you were saying it, and you weren't sure if you said it.
I knew that I said it. It says she's a 10-time world Muay Thai champion, and she's 37-0 in kickboxing.
How tall is she?
Did
about 7 foot 4.
37-0 in kickboxing.
Yeah.
Yeah. 0-5.
What's the main differences between like the Dutch kickboxing and Muay Thai?
I think the Dutch kickboxing, if it's just doing like the kickboxing, it's like kickboxing rules, yeah.
So no knees and elbows, yeah.
Or it's limited.
Yeah.
Like I think the rules back in the day, anyways, with K1, like you couldn't clinch.
You can knee in kickboxing, can't you?
No, like you can't clinch and knee the way you can in Muay Thai. And the elbows. Fuck, elbows are nasty, eh?
I still want to petition for soccer kicks and stomps back. Jacob wants headbutts back.
Headbutts.
I think there's one guy that I think would really suit headbutts. I think would really prosper. Is Izzy.
He's a big television head. Yeah, that's Izzy Fitikefu. He should be going into UFC very soon.
Yeah. He's got a couple titles.
Yeah, a couple of Australian titles. Undefeated in MMA.
Yeah, certainly. But that's a guy that I think would just really benefit from headbutts.
Yeah, but his head looks like what those Easter Island statues? The world will see what we're talking about soon when he debuts. He's about, honestly, probably 5'4" or something, and he fights as a middleweight, and his head is about 5'2".
He looks like this, but
the other way, yeah.
This way.
It's just one giant head and little 4-ounce gloves.
And no neck. 0 neck.
I think the problem with Amanda Nunes is, for everyone else, not for her, is that she's just, on top of having good technique, she's a physical monster.
Yeah.
Dude.
She's so aggressive.
Yeah.
She takes that aggression into the fights.
That's, I think, like when you have in the women's sport, I think strength is such a significant thing. Like if you can have if a girl is physically strong, there's
just a massive edge.
Yeah, massive. Yeah. Like men as well, but a lot of men are physically strong. I think men that are flexible and men that have really good technique can do really well because the strength is more or less there with men. With women, most of them are flexible and most of them probably will have good technique at that top end level. But it's the ones that are physically strong that are going to make a massive difference. Mm-hmm. Physical strength is such a huge thing.
And she's like thick.
Dude, she's a fucking...
thick all over.
Yeah. And she's one of the rare women that has like one punch stop you power.
Yeah. That's huge in the women's division. Like if you have that, then yeah, I'm very
There's that company that sponsors Eli, Manscaped.
What's
Manscaped?
Oh, you know what it is.
Don't be silly.
Come on, mate.
Don't be silly.
I wish they sponsored me. Manscaped.
How often do you go back to Ballina, Eli?
Not as often as I would like. Heading up there after Christmas.
For how long?
Just 6 nights. Go catch up with the family and that.
Nice.
Go do a...
The fire's reaching up there?
There was around Wardell and stuff like that. The place we wanted to stop in for pies, but you guys insisted.
Are you sure? Changing your story.
The other place.
Oh, we were talking about this the other day. Not the other day. Literally this morning. I found an echidna.
Oh, did you?
On my property, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I thought of you.
Yeah. You leave him?
Hey?
You leave him?
I'm saving him for later.
No.
I'm joking.
Dude, I saved a koala the other day on Appin Road.
Did you really?
For real, yeah. He was sitting in the middle of Appin Road, and I stopped my car, and I shooed him onto up a tree.
Yeah.
I got it on my phone. I might even put it up on another Facebook story or Instagram story. And dude, as I'm stepping back, and I made him go up the tree and that.
Yeah. Did you push him up the tree?
No, I just went like this to him.
Did you really?
10 meters away.
Did you really make those noises?
Yeah, because I don't know what scares koalas. You see?
Why that noise?
I clapped and I went.
It's a breeding.
The Bushmaster.
And he ran up the tree, and I was barefoot, and I stepped on this cactus thing. But it didn't go all the way in, and then I swear to God, I thought about throwing a brick at the koala. Then I sat in my car, like just with the nail clippers, just trying to pull out all the little things from. But anyways, long story short, the koala, which brings me to my next point. You were evacuated recently, with the bushfires. The bushfires have been smashing us.
So you did end up evacuating?
I wasn't evacuated. I did evacuate though.
Oh,
I was told if you can go somewhere else, go. It just the smoke was so heavy, and the fires were within 5 km of my house. Well, that's pretty close.
Yeah.
And for people that don't know, for Australian bushfires, 5 kilometres, you're going to be a fireman soon. You want to explain how quick fire can go?
I just remember PJ telling me that one time...
PJ's a fireman. It's not like he's
sorry.
lover or something.
But he works at TAFE and he he's also a fireman here at Campbelltown. He said one time he had to go to a bushfire and he underestimated, he's heard about it and that, and he said it just practically like a car was driving, it just went like that. He just said it just covered a distance like nothing else and that. And then I've seen clips of that where they... the oxygen gets it, a bit of wind and that, and then it just fires with the oxygen and just
the
run.
embers. The embers it'll go as fast as the wind carries. So 5 k's is nothing because the wind can carry the embers. And for people that don't know, Australia's the driest continent on Earth, and basically, it just goes up.
Yeah,
you know?
and people don't realize
it's the smoke though, not the fire itself.
Yeah,
the smoke is what destroys you.
But the fires is a real big threat.
Man, we haven't seen blue skies in 2 weeks because it's just
easy,
Mad Max shit out there.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Here we go.
Hats off to firemen. The firemen though,
thank you to the firemen, mate.
Yeah,
and all the first responders in this scenario.
People don't realise how big the fires here are at the moment. How big was the Amazon rainforest fire?
I think I think it was something like 120,000 hectares or acres, and the Australian ones are 900.
Oh man, she just looks dangerous already, Amanda?
She landed one punch on...
She's physically so strong.
Yeah, she landed one punch on Randamie and she just went backwards. You know who looks like that in the other division?
Who?
Rose.
Not like Amanda, though.
Nah, not the same thing. No.
All right. You just take that back, mate. Just reassess. Really need to reassess. That was a good check by Jermaine.
She's obviously a good fighter.
That was a really good check.
Can she impose herself on Amanda?
The whole time you're just waiting for Amanda to throw heavy.
Yeah.
Land that shot,
She just covers that distance and goes in with aggression.
It's like
mixed it up well.
Very, very well. It's like when we were watching the Till and Gastelum fight. And you're like, when you're watching Gastelum, you always just think he's one punch away.
Gastelum has got a really good power and they're really good speed. They're a really good mix of speed and power. Ooh. Well done, Jermaine. Oh, no.
That's not in. That's in.
Oh.
Wrist is under the neck.
She can get that shoulder down. She can get her right shoulder down. Yes, well done.
Amanda's got good grappling too.
Yeah, Amanda's a monster.
She let her up pretty easy there, but...
That's good. It's got good head control there. Got to get that hip in. See that knee, how it comes up?
The weave lateral.
Yeah, the weave.
It is.
You see it there, Robbie?
I do, mate.
What is it?
Like, when she's putting her leg up like that.
Yeah.
If Jermaine can weave her right leg through, and she can do a lateral drop, kind of sit back on this side. Yep. But yeah, can she do that? I don't know. Yeah. Like I'm sure she can.
That was a nice transition.
Amanda's probably going to do everything she can to not let her.
Amanda's got some great grappling.
She's such a good grappler, dude. And see her, she's got her chin over her chin there.
She's in bad position there, right?
She's got her chin over her chin. She's got her stacked up against the cage, and she's going to get a lot of leverage there for strikes. Jermaine can't really go anywhere.
Those strikes look like they're so heavy.
Yeah. She can up kick though, so
she got long legs for it too.
Yeah, but not from there, not with you. Oh, if she gets it from guard, I'll be impressed.
Yeah. Now in close for a few elbows. Look, she's going for it again in guard.
She's such a good grappler, man. Like I don't know, like you know what I mean, like.
Yeah, maybe she's doing some trick there.
She's doing some good damage here.
No, because you know what I think it'll do. I think it'll open Jermaine's guard, and Jermaine will probably go for an armbar or something, and then she'll pass. Because it's hard for you to get a key lock from there.
Yeah.
Like those punches look so heavy.
Yeah. And those gloves, even if he hits you on the gloves from that position, like it still hurts.
I'll get
still rock you. No, it's going to get
stopped.
Nah.
She's not fighting back. The ref would be saying it.
She's not fighting back.
She's not getting hit, but.
She's getting hit, man.
Yeah.
She's getting hit.
Jeez.
What do you want to do? Hit her with a hammer? Like.
Yeah.
She's in a bad spot.
Well, head arm.
Oh, look here, head arm. She just did that so casually, eh?
Yeah.
She was so worried about the...
You're right. Maybe she wasn't.
And here's the strength now.
She's like that and just getting hit through the gloves, you know what I mean?
She was like...
Done.
She's readjusting.
Oh, no. No, mounted.
Mate, Jermaine is so tough.
So tough.
Oh, no.
Ooh!
Few up kicks, make some space. She survived.
She looks frazzled.
Fuck, dude. No, man, like you get punched through the gloves like that. Like,
How many times has that been? 400 times. Man, hats off to Jermaine.
She survived.
Jeez.
First round?
Fuck, dude. See, you take a beating like that, you wonder how much that's affected.
Look at her, she's just smiling, happy.
Well, you would be too if you were the one that the one that gave the flogging. Jesus. It's not very insightful.
Yeah. Great observation, mate.
The fight doctor.
No, but usually you leave your emotions to the very end or something like that. You didn't get to finish her, so.
Have they always done
this?
this?
Showing there, yeah.
I thought they threw a spear then.
I was like, have they always done
I
that?
was saying if only she had a spear.
Or a gun, she could have shot her then in the leg.
He just loves it so much, eh?
Mm.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's fun if you're the one beating people up.
Jermaine doesn't look as...
She doesn't look quite as happy, yeah.
Yeah, she hasn't bought in as much.
Now it's just going to piss Amanda off more because Jermaine's got a poor attitude. You're ruining it for everyone.
But then, like, Nunes surely would have used a lot of...
A lot, man. I thought of that with the punches, eh?
Yeah, of arm gas, like throwing that many punches from the top. Granted, she looked like she was about to finish the fight multiple times, the whole time, more or less. But let's see what happens.
Jermaine's getting a little bit on the front foot. But whether it's effective, Jermaine...
Nunes, her strikes look a little slower. Probably because she threw about 4 billion punches in the first round.
Yeah.
How hard is that to temper, Rob?
It really does depend on who you are and things like that. Because like in Amanda's case, a lot of her fights have stopped like that. She wouldn't. She doesn't really have an expectation. Oh, it might go further than that because she hasn't had to deal with that. You know what I mean?
When she'd get someone down and hurt them like that.
And granted, like, she was putting a beating on
Jermaine.
Jermaine before.
But I think this flow like this, when it starts to flow like this and that, Jermaine's pedigree on the feet will thing, and then Amanda goes and takes it down.
I was gonna
took her down pretty easy, and then she...
I was going to say, like, another thing is, like, even if Nunes's arms are blown out, she can just take her down.
Yeah.
But then takes her down and she's just holding on, isn't she? Closed guard and just trying to keep her nice and close so she can't posture up and smash her.
Yeah, she's trying. Yeah, but
you stand them up.
Yeah, no, but it's very hard now. Like I think because Nunes can hear, she can have a little rest. You know, she stopped the momentum. Jermaine's not winning now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
definitely not winning in the eyes of the judges.
That's tiring being on bottom, trying to hold someone down.
But she's got her off the ground.
Oh, they're standing them up.
Smart though, because every time Jermaine's opened the guard, Amanda's just laid a beating.
Yeah.
So I think that was
she has to close the guard, hold her tight.
I think that was very smart.
But Jermaine looks like tidy. She looks actually quite. I was saying she looks tidier to me than Amanda in the stand-up, but Amanda's just too powerful.
I think Jermaine's been here though, like where she's had like a bad first round, and then she comes out like tidy, like.
But I think her striking is tidier than Amanda's.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh, this is she's coming back here.
But I think
This is dangerous. The head clinch.
Amanda's a physical specimen and the better grappler out of the two.
Yeah.
But Jermaine's a better striker, just not as powerful. But as you start to get tired, it doesn't matter as much.
Again, a big knee. I don't know this round. She could steal this round.
I think she's winning this round.
I think Nunes has slowed down certainly. Nunes' output in that first round was huge. Huge. Throwing that many punches in the first round is massive. If anyone's ever been to a gym and been on that machine, what's that called?
The erg.
Is that what it's called?
Ergometer, yeah.
Yeah, where you just do this.
It's horrible.
It blows your arms out, man. Try and do that for like 3 minutes straight.
She's got to hold it down, though. She's got to just hold it down.
Slow it down.
Yeah.
This could give it back to Amanda here, finishing on top with a minute left. Guards wide open.
Another thing is, though, like, Amanda's arms can recover.
Yeah.
Maybe not this round, but the next maybe, or maybe the fourth. Like, they can recover, assuming her output is massive.
Your second wind.
Yeah, but it still slows down because it's like lactic.
Yeah.
When we were speaking with Laboria, when Laboria was here training with us, like, he was saying Amanda's a monster, a full-on monster,
specimen of a woman fighter.
Triangle,
and
nah, she just strength her way out of that. Yeah. That wasn't even. She's getting a breather. 20 seconds to go. Line her up.
Good for both of them, but this. I don't know that this just favours Amanda.
Yeah, well, her not taking damage is big.
She's not putting the output on the ground. And
super tiring doing that too.
You know what happens as well, though, is Jermaine stops being as worried on the ground anymore.
Yeah.
You know, and then it's like that opens up her striking more.
Starts to get a little bit of confidence.
and as well as opens up her ground game.
Is this the longest Amanda's fight had rounds?
No, she's fought
recently, like last couple of fights.
She fought Valentina.
Yeah, she's fought Valentina to a decision. She's fit. She's good. Yeah. She knows what's.
Yeah. It's just that first round, like that close finish was huge.
Oh. How hard would it be for you to see your daughter fight, Eli?
This has become like the culture question.
What are you thinking that?
I just think she's got talent. We could sign her up now.
She's already fighting, mate.
No, would it be harder for you to see your daughter fight than watch your son fight?
Yeah, I think so. For sure. But
because I'm thinking we could take her out of school.
Yeah,
live like a Spartan.
She's so not going to be a fighter. So not. You've seen her at wrestling.
Yeah.
All the other kids are drilling and that. She'll be running around. You know what I mean? Chasing.
Would it be hard for you, Rob? Your daughter over your sons, or would it matter?
It wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter. To be honest, I think Lily's built the most like a fighter than the other two. She's a little unit, dude. She got traps.
Because I seen John Wayne Parr the other day with his daughter. He loves it, doesn't he? He
dude,
loves
on the show when he was just like, Even when I asked him, like, thing is, what's it like to see a daughter get hit? And he was like,
oh, sorry.
Dave, would you be able to see your daughter's fight?
She's done that multiple times.
Ooh. One, Aria, probably not, but Elena, yes. I think they're just built different.
Yeah.
Personality.
This becomes a problem here, I think.
It's getting held down.
And getting taken down so early in the round, that's the problem. Smart from Amanda. Very smart.
Because she hasn't really shown the ability to get back to her feet, has she?
Not the best, no. And getting taken down early, I think, is hard because Amanda now, is more than likely going to win the round because this is going to make Jermaine tired.
Yeah.
How much, Rob, in the fight is that energy control, energy consumption, energy saving, knowing when, how much of that is in the fight versus?
It's a massive factor in the fight. It's hard to give a percentage because there's so many different factors and things involved in the fight itself. But it's huge because
Can you elaborate?
Generally the fitter guys wins. And once you hit a wall, once you hit a wall, you lose. A lot of the time you lose. You're finished, you get stopped, you lose. It's so trying to control when to expend, when to recover, it's very hard. It's very, very hard. And you see it very prevalent with the younger fighters who don't have that experience yet. They struggle with that sort of maintenance.
And so what's the difference between a 3-round and a 5-round fight?
Oh, it's a huge difference because in a 3-round fight, you get taken down like this, you can spend more energy getting up because there's only 1 round left. You have to get up. The urgency's there. Whereas the 5-round fight, you don't think like this, but instinctively it's there. It's okay, there's 2 more rounds. I'll get up. Got to pace it. He's not the harder he works to keep me down, it's a detriment to him, and sort of things like that. Especially in a situation like this where she's been held down almost the whole round. She would know she got 2 more rounds left though.
Yeah.
And Amanda's using energy keeping her down. But in this position though, she's not using that much energy to hold her down. Oh, fingers in the cage. Come on, man. I feel that was a light tap. She used the cage to pull herself up. Herself up.
Lose a position.
Yeah, she pulled herself up into a better position. I feel that's not cool.
She's got massive control there, man. Her hips are up so high next to and the chin's over her chin.
And Jermaine's not really giving her different looks.
And she's just holding on that isometric hold that Jermaine's doing. It's going to affect her hands, It's going to affect her ability to throw strikes.
What about where Amanda's got her up against the cage? Does that benefit you in any way if you're on top? Or?
Yeah, huge.
Yep.
Because Amanda can't really be bridged to her left now.
Yep.
So she can lean heavy on that left and control the right side.
And it doesn't give a lot of freedom for you to escape your hips.
Yeah, yep.
Oh, she got her with a good little up kick there.
Oh!
The person on the bottom,
That was a good up kick.
don't they want to try to get to the cage as well so then they can
Yeah,
start?
it's one of those things,
Yeah.
like when you're saying controlling the center, but you want to get to the cage if you can lean into it.
Yep.
You have to be able to lean into it, but if you get your neck stacked on it like that, you can't escape your hips so that you can sit back on the cage so you can get up. You know what I mean? So if you get stacked on it, it's no good. If you get to the cage first, then you can lean into the cage, push yourself up into the cage and get up.
Yep.
Ooh. Ooh.
Just get her to the cage, Jermaine, and get away from her.
Preferably out of there.
Yeah, I would say so, because otherwise that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Good switch. Got to get up and break away. 10 seconds left.
But you don't even know where she's at, eh? She might be really like in La La Land. Man, all I know is Jermaine is super tough.
Tough as nails.
Super, super tough.
Yeah.
That up kick was monstrous.
That was a big round for Amanda.
Huge. Well, it kind of puts that now, like, Jermaine needs a stoppage to win.
Yeah.
But she's shown she's got...
You don't think it's 2-1?
Look at this up kick.
Jermaine had the second?
Oh, yeah, no, sorry, my mistake, yeah. But even then, like, if it keeps going like this, it's going to, like, I don't see Jermaine being able to, I don't know.
The risk of the takedown there the whole time.
Yeah.
Very hard for Jermaine to open up.
Something like an up kick. You can't really train for that, can you? Because
do
your sparring partners aren't going to throw an up kick like they would in a fight. Yeah?
No, but you drill it a lot.
Yeah.
You drill, like, we drill a lot of that stuff, like, when you're in that position, the guy throws it, like...
Yep.
Because we do a lot of stuff at, like, 20% strength.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So you're familiar with the movement coming up. You were saying that if you had the opportunity to be like a ring person, you were going to do it. How's that going for you?
How's your...
No offers as yet.
Guys, can we petition for someone to give Eli a go, maybe next UFC?
Yeah.
Your dad would be so proud of you, mate. Everyone back in Cabo.
It'd be disowned.
Look how far I've come. No, not a...
Oh,
that's the fight.
Straight away.
that's what I meant. Like, I don't see the Randamie outside of a stoppage being able to win this.
Yeah.
Like,
She can't stop the takedowns at all.
and Amanda's smart. She just went, no, we're not starting. We're not
No more
not
stand-up
even
game.
mucking around on the feet.
No more stand-up game.
That's been a champion, isn't it? Doing what you
Being
need to
smart,
do.
man. Being smart and also like having the skill set and the like it went the way that it went because man, she ate that kick. It could have if she ate it a little bit worse, it would have been over. You know when the Randamie threw the kick, and she just went, no, we're doing this. And also the Randamie seems to struggle with stopping that takedown and being able to get up.
Yeah.
And Amanda seems to be a monster on top. So it's just the way things happen sometimes.
Controlling the position so well.
With the ankle support there, can they? You're not allowed to have tape, eh? It's only allowed to be elastic.
I think so, yeah.
Ooh. So she's stopping that underhook. So she's stopping that the Randamie's right arm from being able to get the underhook. So she, like she's covering up. She's got no underhook. So boom. Ugh.
Such a shitty position to be in.
It's a horrible position.
Ooh. Ooh.
Nah. No way. No way.
Oh.
Are you serious?
She's got the arm here and a triangle.
Oh. No. The other
No,
arm's
no.
kind of in. No way. It's not in.
Nah, she doesn't. Nah.
She's got
With the shoulder and that's out.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, she's got the head.
She has to sprawl and get up.
Oh,
Get up. Get up.
don't-
Get up.
Get away from her.
Sit out here.
Get away. Touch her. Leave. No.
Ah.
Have you seen
It's very smart by Amanda.
Yeah, have you seen Lord of the Rings? It's like when Gandalf's like, "Run, you fools."
Yeah.
Why do you think the Randamie is not backing off completely? Like when she had the opportunity, she could have backed off and started at standing, and even if Amanda got her back down, she would have had to work for it. Why do you think?
She might be tired. She
could be hurt as well, and not really be with it.
Yeah, she could be, all over the place. Even if she's not hurt, like it'd still be shit. Like she's been getting it put on for like 4 rounds now. Her mind space is probably frazzled.
At best, eh? Like, yeah. That's the other thing, people criticise. I think imagine somebody did this to you and then said, all right, go back, go about your normal work day. You'd be in like therapy, dude, with PTSD. And people go, why didn't you just do this? And you're like, fuck, dude. I like to do that before you go to serve ice cream at McDonald's or whatever job it is that you have.
I think you've touched on it before where like, even if that's just grappling, being on the bottom there sucks, let alone someone punching you, elbowing you.
And then you having to think and do the right things,
And knowing you're losing.
Oh. She's surviving, but
it's not good enough.
Nah.
I'm a fan, though. She's won me more as a fan. 2 things. I liked her before with the kickboxing and everything, and she's got a cool name. But then 2 things I saw today. The flag, the way she wore the flag, and just her heart, man. Her heart, and she's got a nice, tidy stand-up. Amanda's just a monster, but...
Nunes is fighting so smart, though.
She's fighting... Not only is she good, she's a physical specimen, she's good technically, she's smart too.
Smart fighter.
Well, she's taken away some of the odds. If they're on the feet, do you mean it could be more of a closer match? So she goes, no, well, I'm going to take it somewhere where I know the odds are in my favour.
Dude, the longer it is on the feet, I think the Randamie has the advantage.
Yeah.
Like...
Being a 2%er, knowing Amanda Nunes and her punching and she's knocked people out, people probably won't like this fight because Nunes didn't knock her out. How do you feel about that? Like where you're saying technically she's fighting a smart fight, but people just know her for knocking people out.
Dude, that's I don't know, going to an NBA game going, why don't you just shoot 3-pointers?
But that's legit.
Yeah, but you can't go off what people think or say because she's fighting a really smart fight. She's doing what she has to do to win. So I think the more you risk it standing up, like you can't listen to people, you really can't.
Yeah, they'll be sitting back going, boring.
Yeah,
well, she should have knocked her out in the first round. Yeah. That's what she's done with everyone else. You know what I mean? Like that.
But then you got to give credit to the other person too. She took some good shots in that first round.
Yeah.
Yeah. They've sort of been like that the whole...
Imagine she headbutted her there.
I was just about to say that. She'll catch her coming forward. Just take her down with ease. She's going to try to hold on again. Her arms.
Nunes can get those takedowns so easily, eh?
Yeah. A little bit too easy. She might as well just pull guard. She gets her hips right over her hips every time, stacks her up, eh?
Yeah.
Really, she doesn't sort of sit back. And
You want your chin over their chin.
Yep.
So you can land big shots.
When you're talking before about being against the cage, would it be smarter for Amanda to try taking down more in the centre? So then she can't use the cage, or you reckon?
No, but what Amanda was doing, Jermaine couldn't use the cage because she was stacking her. She was stacking her up against the cage a lot of the times. So the cage can help you, but it can also hinder you.
Because you really want to try to get your head, then your shoulders up against the cage, and then you can start, if you can post and start working up, or
You want to be able to use the cage, you know, by you want to make more noise and disrupt us, mate. Unbelievable, man, this guy. It's like we may as well just turn off the podcast, honestly. Now you want to be able to use the cage, like not have the person use the cage against you.
Yep.
So if you can't get you want to get your head above theirs, and you want to have your hips below your head.
Yeah, because then you can.
Then you can push into the cage and then use that to get up. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You don't want to be like, that's the thing.
Yeah, you can still have your shoulders, but if your hips are not underneath your head, then
or your bum's up and your head's down, you're never going to get up. But if you're being say the cage was right behind the neck there, and her hips are up high, and your head's being driven into the cage, you're never going to get up.
Yeah. Yeah, the sort of only thing she does is try to hold on there in that guard, and then it'd be slippery now too.
Chances of her getting a submission line from the bottom now, I think, would be impossible, eh? Not impossible, but
very slim.
Does she have the skill set to do it?
She probably does, but not against Amanda.
Yeah.
Because Amanda is high level, you know, and super strong. And now she'd be all slippery and everything.
So slippery.
Yeah.
5 rounds. What are sort of the restrictions on what is put on before a fight? Like, can people put on like moisturizer and
no, nothing like that.
No?
Nothing.
How does it get sort of
commission followed you?
Yeah.
The whole time. Yeah.
And they apply the Vaseline.
Yeah, I know they apply the Vaseline, but I just thought like
they give you a bucket,
and
in the bucket there's like everything that you can use, and that's it. You're not allowed to take in your own drinks. You're not allowed to take in anything. They come out, they give you water, they give you everything, so you can't. Yeah.
When you walk in, like when they check your mouth guard and you go in, they touch your arms and legs
to see if you are slippery.
Maybe.
But there'd be some people who are just naturally sweatier, and
you can grease. It's not because you're not allowed to. Like generally, if you were going to do that, everyone listen in, you could have a bath the night before in like, you know, cream or oil or whatever, like normal bath with water, and it'll seep into your skin.
Yeah, because I just always thought like if you just moisturised up.
No, but that you'd tell because it's glistening. But if you had a bath, and then you let it soak into your skin, when you start to sweat, it'll come out in the fight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But there's people that greased for sure. There's people like
they've said.
There's a whole bunch of dudes.
It'd be a big thing in grappling, wouldn't it?
Yeah, especially, but it's not going to help you either. It's going to help you get out of submission. So if you're not as good as the other guy, it's going to help you to go there and because I know dudes did that in grappling matches. So if I'm not as good as you, and I'm just happy to
not get submitted, but be in the match.
Yeah. Well, it puts the odds in my favour. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if it was even, you were going to smash me.
And that's the fight. Amanda taking her down and controlling her.
Very smart from Amanda. Very, very smart.
This is the only round where she sort of troubled her, that second round.
That's when Amanda was like, nah, not going to play this anymore.
Put all the...
Makes you wonder though, like, could Jermaine, like, if Jermaine had better takedown defense, like, how that fight could have looked, you know what I mean?
Mm.
What was your take on the fight, Rob?
Yeah, I think Jermaine was hesitant of Amanda's power to begin with, but then Amanda took her down that first round, and honest to God, looked like she was about to finish her.
Yeah.
She laid on so much heat, and it looked like Amanda slowed down after that first round, though. You know, Jermaine survived, and Amanda looked like she slowed down in the second round, and that's when Jermaine had most success with her striking game, landing some really clean strikes and good strikes. And honest, like, hats off to Amanda, because then she said, you know what, I'm not gonna stand up anymore, and she just took her down. Didn't even pretend to strike anymore, and just took her down every round, held her down, controlled the fight. And yeah, I think it was such a smart fight from Amanda. And you know, it is very interesting. What you said is that, like, if Jermaine had better wrestling defense, how that would have looked.
I also don't want to take away. Maybe she does have a really good defense, and maybe Amanda's really good at just getting the takedown. One of the questions that I had, though, and I'm not criticizing her. It's not a criticism, but I wonder what was the thinking behind a couple of times in those scrambles where she broke away, where she could have broken away potentially, but she didn't. I think the fight could have looked different then as well, because that would have put Amanda in the background to try and get the takedown again. Well, what do you think?
Yeah, definitely. I think she could have really focused on just getting the heck out of there.
No, I'm not talking about when she was on the bottom. I'm talking about when she had the single leg. Yeah,
a lot of the scrambles. Yeah, I think she should just gotten out of there and took center and brought her back up to the feet again, 100%. But in saying that, we don't know like what her thinking pattern was. Like, I think the time when that little scramble happened was the fourth round after getting shots on.
Happened
for 4 rounds.
two times. Once was with the triangle and once was with the single leg from
20 minutes of getting hit. Like, you're not thinking straight. You know, who can say what Jermaine's thinking pattern? Maybe she would have in a perfect world, like, or she had been trained for that. But after getting it put on you for 4 rounds, nothing's firing straight anymore.
Yeah,
you know, and she could have been tired as well. Like, if you're tired, you don't want to break away. You want to kind of just...
She may have thought that, maybe Amanda's tired and she's got to get top position for a little bit or something like that.
Well, and if she was tired, if she's tired, she didn't want to... You don't want to leave those positions because you want to try and get those positions where you can rest on top.
And she was getting taken down so easy, so if she did, do you know what I mean? It was...
Yeah. Amanda was really, really having an easy time with those takedowns.
How much, Rob, is that in, you think, the fact that Jermaine was coming forward and Amanda was able to time it versus Amanda, or Amanda had really good wrestling, or the physicality? What do you think were the factors for her being able to get the takedowns?
I certainly think Amanda's physique, strength, wrestling and grappling played a huge part, because whenever Amanda would get any body part and hold it, she'd get a takedown off it. But certainly Jermaine walking forward, trying to press that attack, especially in the 5th round, she almost rushed forward to try and get strikes off because she knew she was losing. She wasn't really giving a lot of looks to try to no straight line punches, no straight line kicks, straight line punch kicks, no distance control. She was walking into a lot of those shots, those takedowns, walking forward a lot. Especially with Jermaine, she was her lead leg was very forward, in that kickboxer stance.
She's very, very good.
I don't see her losing.
Unless she just gets caught, I don't see her losing either.
Unless she fights someone like Jermaine, but with
like Valentina,
good wrestling defense.
But I think she's a little big for Valentina.
You
know what I mean? Otherwise, I don't know. Has to be someone that can stand with her and has a physicality to give it to her as well.
Yeah.
You know, otherwise I just don't see it. You know what I mean? Dave, what do you who do you think in the next fight?
I've got Max.
You've got Max?
Yep. I just think he's going to keep his distance with a jab and hopefully kicking. I think every time Alex rushes him, just either kick him in the hips or dead center in the center and just keep that leg jab and just win on decision.
That was very, very... You're very, very decisive in that. I haven't seen you...
That was the most explored answer we've gotten off, Dave.
No, I don't know. This one I'm a little bit not sure. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think if Alex can get him moving back, and if Alex can do that and start getting maybe a few takedowns, maybe. But I think Alex hits very hard. That's one thing that I think again with Alex, his physicality is an X factor. I think I don't think a lot of people realize how strong he is.
Strong, how tough, young, hungry. Yeah.
Well, he's not. I think he's older than Max.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought Max was younger.
Is he?
Yeah, Maxie.
Yeah, Max is young, man. Max I think is 27 or something like that, and Alex is 30.
I've been off with my ages the whole day.
Time. Yeah.
The whole day.
Jose Aldo, you called him old.
Aldo, 40-year-old.
40-year-old Aldo. 40-year-old university professor.
So off with my ages.
He's got no like context at all whatsoever. So yeah, what do you think? Doesn't matter. I was going to be a fucking lie. Who cares what I was going to say? No, nobody cares. Oh no, we were talking about the bushfires before. Yeah, and I think it's something like the Amazon was 120,000 hectares or acres, and the Australian bushfires was something like 900,000 hectares or acres, or 800,000. Did you know the figures, Dave? Was it like? But I know it's something like that.
Something huge. Like Australia's burning.
It's like 7 or 8 times the size of that. Like in Sydney in particular, the fires are like.
And you know what's crazy? Like, for all of us, like, life is just going on still, even though, like, a big part of the state's on fire.
Yeah.
Man,
like, literally.
The big scary thing there is, like, you, I think what it's doing to people's breathing, you know? Yeah, my dad almost got hospitalised because of the breathing. My dad's almost 81. He got a real cut. I said he's 80, and my dad's like, fucking 81. No, I'm not. I said he was 81, and my dad got cut because he's like, he's 80. And there's like, what are you talking about? But you know, he's getting on a bit in age, and he's the breathing, the smoke, like that I think is the killer. Because Sydney, for those that don't know, is kind of basically is like in a basin kind of thing, surrounded by national park on all sides, and so there's like plenty to choose from for a fire to happen. You know.
They say it's like smoking a pack of cigarettes a day if you're outside. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking horrible. I'm lucky where I live. The smoke. I've only had 2 bad smoke days, but one of the times we almost had to evacuate, because the other thing that a lot of people don't realize is a lot of these fires are lit by like arsonists.
Yeah.
People just light them up.
Yeah, assholes.
Grubs.
That's it. Little grubs.
You know, and so we almost had to evacuate I'll tell you now, about 5 weeks ago, we almost had to evacuate when somebody lit a fire. It was about 2 kilometers away from my house. And that, my friends, was not fun.
If you're an arsonist, like...
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Like, 2 a.m., man. There was smoke in my house, like the fire was in my house.
Really, that bad? I haven't even had it that bad.
Yeah.
No, but I don't have a fuck off rich house like yours. I just got a normal fucking house, you know, and the smoke gets in, and the smoke got in my house, and it was bad. Yeah.
Just turn your aircon on.
I don't have aircon. I have 2 fucking little fans that go.
Just get the monkeys to.
Yeah. I don't.
Just get the fan. Just get the servants to fan it.
Yeah, not everyone can say. Not everyone can yell out to the butler to go and turn the aircon on.
Hey, Dad, turn on all the fans.
Yeah.
The Amazon fires, but they were all lit as well. Yeah, they're trying to clear out forests for beef.
And then it just went
Farming.
nuts, eh?
Yeah.
That's the thing. I think I shared that on Facebook. You know, talking about the Aboriginal thing, how they burn the back burning, and they talk about how like dudes aren't back burning it like that here in Australia, as opposed to like you're meant to burn like there's burning circles
in a circle that goes out instead of how they burn and want it to come together where everything gets trapped. Yeah. So the Aboriginal people would burn in a circle out so all the animals and that can escape.
And you can't just burn anywhere. Like there's burn areas like that you know. I don't know how to do it. I'm not fucking putting my hand up to do that.
But seasons as well.
Yeah,
certain
100%.
seasons where you can control the fire a lot easier. Like back burning
Like
right
when
now.
it rains.
Yeah.
Like not during a drought.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, you're meant to do like Eli was saying, like a circle, so that the smoke comes, all the animals leave, and you're meant to do it at particular seasons, so like the trees won't burn, like this doesn't burn, that doesn't burn, you know.
The other
Makes a
thing
lot of
too, the
sense.
fire doesn't heat as burn as hot. When it burns that hot, it kills everything.
Yeah.
So when you back burn, it sort of leaves like the canopy still alive.
Yeah.
So it sort of like keeps the animals or the like next season of vegetation there, it's able to grow. But this, it just burns so hot, it just kills everything.
Yeah.
It's so bad, the fires, man. Like, it's
Yeah. A lot of the state is burning. Like the fires are horrendous right now. Oh, like I said, we haven't seen blue sky for weeks.
no, haven't.
Haven't seen blue sky for weeks.
There's been and here where we are now at Smitten Grange, the smoke is so bad today for me, because where I live, there's not much smoke.
Today's bad, but not the worst.
No, it's not even that bad. But me coming from the coast, because I don't live near here, when I come here, it's like bad, noticeably bad.
The other day I left work and everything was orange. It was just orange. It was like Mad Max shit.
When was
It
this?
proper was. I think it was last week.
Last week
Yeah.
was terrible.
Yeah.
There was a day like that.
Yeah,
Thursday.
we had to close the gym for a few days.
Thursday.
Yeah, it was a Thursday. That's the day it was. It was
That's-
proper.
That's the other thing.
Yeah, that's when I left. That's when I went to the coast for a little bit.
And you know, the other thing is, like, schools closed down. Like there's schools that are closing down. There's businesses that close down for, even if it's just for a few days. But you've got to imagine that does affect the economy as well. This is where I think Alex is very dangerous, like that. Like, he's got big power in his shots, and when he gets on top, he can really affect you.
Yeah.
He's got some submissions, Max.
No, he's good, mate.
He's got
good.
a top guillotine, eh?
Yeah.
Mad guillotine.
He's good, man. He's good. This is going to be an interesting fight. This is
Very.
With the Australian fighters, how many Australian fighters have been this far? So, Rob, you're the only Australian to be a champion. So, who else would have been?
Alex Elvis Sinisic fought for the belt when he triangled and armbarred, like sort of triangle armbar Jeremy Horn. Then he fought Tito Ortiz for the belt.
And that's it? But Mark Hunt did.
Mark Hunt never went this far in the UFC, but I dare say that Mark Hunt is probably one of the most like successful guys, because in Pride he fought Fedor, and Fedor was the man at the time, you know. So I'd have to put Mark Hunt up there.
Mark Hunt's fought everybody.
Yeah.
Every major killer.
It's going to be a very interesting fight. Shoal Harbour, South Coast.
The Gong.
Yes. It's a beautiful part of the world, Shoal Harbour, all down the South Coast. Sydney's
You
Illawarra.
you love that area, don't you?
Mate, I'm just shouting it out. There's the northern suburbs of Wollongong, Illawarra, Windang, Lake Illawarra, beautiful lake, underrated, extremely underrated.
The lake, Blake from the lake.
Blake from the lake, but it is underrated. Have you been to Lake Illawarra?
No, I was heading down there. Blake's birthday today, so I was going to head down there. So
Oh, that's cool. Thanks for the invite, Blake.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate.
Nice.
What I'll do is I'll check my letterbox when we get home.
Yeah, surely there's an invite
Yeah,
from me as well.
I haven't checked my mail for a few days, so that's probably why.
What?
Just like the importance, there's a couple of people commenting about for Australian MMA, what this fight is going to do for Australia as well.
Honestly, I think, like, my opinion, this is just me, I think Australian and New Zealand combat sports are pretty much, I think they're right up there now. Like, they're pretty much cemented. Not just with MMA. I think, like, there's some really exciting young boxers coming out of Australia and New Zealand.
Very good boxers, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the boys, we're going up there tomorrow to Queensland to do a fight camp, a bit of a part of the fight camp with Justice, Uni, and Clay Waterhouse.
Yeah.
Waterman, sorry. And
Justice is a very good boxer.
Justice, I think, will be heavyweight champion
Yep.
of the world, professional heavyweight champion. I think he's a fucking monster. one of the best amateurs in the world at the moment.
So he's just waiting for next Olympics, you think, and then he'll...
I was talking to his coach, so he's trying to get into, same as Clay, they're trying to get into these Olympics, and if they don't, or even if they do, regardless, they're going to go pro.
Yeah.
You know, so these guys are like legit good boxers, and so we'll be able to spend some week or so up there with them. So thank you guys for...
Australian boxing is really strong at the moment.
Yeah, Britannia Boxing Club we're going to tomorrow. Now, Australian boxing's good. Australia's always had good kickboxers. Australia and New Zealand have always had good boxers and kickboxers. So I think it's pretty much cemented regardless of the outcome of this fight. I don't think... I think we're there kind of thing. It's not going to be long until there's another Australian champion. Could be in the next few minutes, or there'll be another one anyways. You know, there's a lot of good young kids coming through.
Yeah.
Remember before, like Abu Dhabi, how far behind the rest of the world at Abu Dhabi submission grappling we were?
Yeah.
Like, say 10 years ago, and now this last Abu Dhabi trials, they came there, 2 guys from the same team medalled at ADCC. So you had Lachlan Giles got a bronze in the absolute, and Craig Jones got a silver in his division. You know, and that's the level that's happening in Australia now.
Yeah, and it's so much harder now to medal in that. Do you know what I mean? Than what it was 10 years ago, or
100%.
So much harder. Each year, it's only going to get. There's these new guys coming through.
No, his son's a little cute kid, eh?
It's the best. I love how he's taking his son along the whole way. So cool. So cool.
Yeah. I loved seeing that, actually.
I don't think I could do it, though.
Well,
because little Jack would be running around in there.
It's like,
too much of a distraction, or just...
I get it. Yeah, it would be. It would be, I think. We get too emotional.
Yep. He's a good champion, Bud, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm
Max
a big
Holloway.
fan. Big fan. I like them both. That's hard for me, this one.
He's a great role model.
Yeah.
Great fighter, respectful.
I see Volkanovski being like a bit of a juggernaut, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, if he gets that momentum going for you, it'll be hard to stop.
Or he lands a big shot.
Yep. Have you met Max?
Yeah, I have a couple of times.
Yeah.
Top bloke.
Yeah, he seems like a cool dude. Do you know what I mean?
Top bloke.
Say good day to, like, we'll say hello to everyone and that, and bit of time.
What does he have to do to beat Alex?
Keep him on the end of his jab.
Yeah.
The entire fight.
You reckon he can knock him out?
Oh, he can finish anybody because he, like Eli said earlier, he accumulates his strikes. He just pops, and then
Yeah.
then you're done.
And they just keep going on you, and you don't get a second to sort of reset or to slip or anything.
But yeah, we'll see. We'll see if he can do that.
See him taking him down and submitted him?
Holloway taking Alex down.
Yeah.
It's not really his game, but I can see Alex trying to go for a takedown and then Holloway like trying to attempt a submission there. But we'll have to wait and see. Holloway's got good submission, really good grappling and wrestling defense. Oh man, nervous about this fight.
Yeah.
Look, we always do this on like these sort of fights. We go quiet.
Yeah, because you're just sort of anticipation, just waiting.
Invested, watching.
Everyone down Wollongong will be stopped down there.
Yeah, all of Wollongong is shut down.
Yeah. All the concreters will be sipping on their VBs. Alex.
This looks like a unit though, doesn't he?
Yeah. Have you ever done any concreting?
No.
It sucks. Sucks. I remember when I was young one time, my mate's dad was a renderer and would do concreting and that too. And I thought I'd go work for him for the holidays. Worked 3 days and then said, oh, no, I got to going away. I thought I was going to earn so much money. You know, when you're calculating in your head, like, I'm going to get 1,000 a week, 16. I'd be loving it. Work 3 days. Nah, that would do. Sucked.
Too hard?
Oh, it was harder than what you think. It was when you're 16, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone else was going to the beach and whatnot. And I remember he loaded up a wheelbarrow one time and I couldn't pick it up to move it.
Who was that?
When I first, I did some concreting when I was young, and my mate's dad loaded up a wheelbarrow for me to take it.
Heavy wheelbarrows are hard.
I couldn't even lift it
hard
up
to
like
move
that.
around.
Especially if you're a trust fund baby.
You grew up on a yacht.
Grew up on daddy's 70-foot yacht.
That same person I work for, he built a yacht in his backyard, in a housing commission backyard. 30-foot yacht.
I believe that.
No, he did.
Alex looks good, man.
He looks
He's
so
really
good.
good. He looks very, very good.
Here we go.
He's a stout little fellow, eh?
That's what we were saying before. He's so thick.
Look at his legs.
Big guy, eh?
He's a little big guy.
Yeah. Max is tall. How tall is Max? 5'7"?
No, he'd be about my height.
Would he?
Yeah, he'd be about 5'11", 5'10".
He's a little shorter.
Yeah, it was 5'10". He wouldn't be much shorter than that.
I think he's 5'10", yeah.
Yeah.
5'10".
Alex got
This
power,
is-
but dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is interesting. Do you know what I mean? I thought Alex was definitely, from the start, going to try to put Max on the back foot.
Knows it's 5 rounds.
Yeah, I was going to say 5 rounds.
And
I
he
think
could just explode going forward, like waiting for it.
that's what I see. I see Alex hitting the overhand right. I don't know why. It came to me in a dream.
Max has got beautiful striking
Yeah,
body.
He does.
That's where he's going to be careful when he's backing up.
Oh.
Alex is doing real well hitting that lead leg.
Yeah. Fuck, Alex a big dude, man.
He is thick, eh?
He's a thick little guy.
Little big guy. Biggest little guy.
He's the biggest little guy I know.
Ooh.
Oh! I see that right hand landing, you know?
He does have a lot of power. Look, you can just tell.
Yeah, he always looks like he's just ready to.
I don't think he
Explode.
needs a big wind up either, you know what I mean?
Mm.
Oh!
Max have some welts on that.
I know, eh?
Some welts ready.
Staying very
Oh.
loose, Max.
Oh! Fuck.
Some nice quick exchanges.
Sorry, people were going silent. We just...
Yeah.
That, yeah, I think he's going to hit him, eh?
Oh, man. I'm on the edge of my seat.
And you know what happens? I think Alex will start to get more and more confident if Max can't hurt him.
Well, he's pushing him back pretty easy, and he's sort of going straight back.
And Alex has like a real nice tight guard, high guard. He fights like that, like real tight unit sort of thing. Yeah, good kicks on that leg. Good chipping away that leg for the later rounds.
Max is still staying loose, but he looks, you know what I mean, he's still...
Oh!
He caught him with a nice little hook there on the way in.
Did
Max
Max
is
get
small.
hit then?
Yeah, I think they both did. But
Yeah, but fuck taking Alex's shots at that weight. You know what I mean? Alex's legs, man.
again, just that little hook as he comes in.
Oh, there's that right hand.
Yeah. He just bulldozes forward.
Yeah, Alex is good at that dogfight, eh? They're like inside, head down tunnel sort of thing.
It does put his head down a bit, so I'd like to see. Oh, and here's pressuring him up against the cage now. We mix it up.
Max is very good takedown defense, but
Yeah.
I got Alex winning this round. You guys?
on the fence.
Mm,
Yeah, on the fence.
it's a close one. Yeah, I don't know. The leg kicks, maybe?
But
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Max has leg kicked him as well. You can't see the weld on his lead leg.
Be interesting to see as if the fight progresses, because it might not progress. There, oh! I don't know. I just feel it's one of those things when I'm watching it, I feel like Alex is going to crack him
Yeah.
the whole time. You know.
Max can take a punch, but those leg kicks are good.
Yeah.
Man, I'm on the edge for this fight.
What do you think the corners will be saying to him? To Max?
That's hard, man.
Because
You know,
'Cause
sorry,
that's a
Rob.
close round.
Neither fighter is doing anything wrong.
Yep.
That's what I was going to say, and it's hard as well. Like, because I think if you look at it like a kind of like the cracks have to start to appear before you can't just have knee jerk reactions. Take him down, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard. I just see that Volkanovski's looking closer and closer to hitting him. That's me. That's my
Yeah.
I don't
speak, Rob. Speak.
I don't know. I think I don't.
Can I say something else? I also see Max. If Alex can't do it early, Max getting the read as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think
that could.
Max has got like really good chin.
Yeah, but you can't take too many big shots, man. And I don't see Max being able to stop Alex.
Yeah, Alex is real tough. Eh?
No, I don't think with one punch,
No.
but I think with like.
Yeah, fourth
Adding-
and fifth
yeah.
if you slowed him down.
Oh boy,
He likes throwing them to the body, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Just that straight
investments.
strikes. Yes.
Oh.
Watching this fight's making me feel sick. My adrenaline is spiking.
He's landing good kicks to Max's legs.
Yeah, Max's leg looks beaten up a bit already, eh?
That's what I was going to say. If like the one thing I would say to Alex is just keep hitting that leg.
Yeah. And look at that. And those kicks from Alex would be fucking brutal with those legs that he's got.
He's got one on the calf
Yeah,
there too, Alex.
Holloway's
so
landed
maybe-
a few, yeah.
The calf kicks, that just takes your ability to keep off. Like, is it hard to stay on your toes then? Or,
It's hard to walk.
yeah.
Yeah. You ever get a bad calf kick? It's hard to walk.
And there's not much there. Like there's not much muscle. There's just the fibula, which is a very thin bone, can break as well.
Yeah, you can break calf kick.
The
Break your
fibula.
leg there by those kicks. And he's landing a lot of those calf kicks.
Yeah.
I don't know if he kind of checked that last one though.
Which part of your leg do you actually want to do you want hitting the calf? Is it down
It's
closer towards
generally it's a... If you can get your full shin wrapping around his shin,
Yep.
that'd be great. But generally it's a foot thing.
Yep.
That's why checks are dangerous. Oof.
Because
Yeah,
if
he's
they
hurting
check
him.
it... and
He's
they'll
hitting
hurt
him
your
with
foot.
that calf kick.
He's
man.
really hurting him with a calf
Oh,
kick.
there it is again.
Now Max has to come more into that range to stop those kicks, which is dangerous because Alex got the power in the hands.
And he just keeps...
Just chopping that leg,
Yeah.
man.
Switch stance. How do you have this round now?
Oh, I've
Yeah.
got Alex, eh?
They've been a little bit more cautious.
It looks on the scorecards here, probably Alex to get those kicks. But Max, I feel, does his best work in like 3, 4, 5.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like,
I actually think that this fight will, if for Alex to win, will be, for Max to win has to be 4 and 5. You know what I mean?
Max is still doing really well of standing tall, but
Yeah.
using his height.
he's a great tall fighter, eh?
Yeah.
Fuck, he's good at that.
That's the one that I've seen hitting Max with.
Yep.
But fuck, Max gets off that cage well.
Made it look easy, didn't he?
This is just too much for me, mate.
He just got on his bike.
It's very easy when you're a taller fighter is to sink to their sort of height and that and take away your advantage.
Nice exchange there.
I don't know. Max is
landing.
Starting to land. Later in the round, he's starting to land those shots. He's having like a remarkable amount of success in the southpaw.
Yeah, he is. He's actually looking better, but
Oh, I can't do this, man.
I
Can't do it anymore.
Max is just doing great of not getting caught going straight backwards now.
From southpaw, it's harder for Alex to shoot like that unless he gets his lead leg. Because Max can, when he drops his level, Max can throw that left high kick.
He looks dangerous there too when he's confident, Max.
Yeah, when he starts to really loosen up.
Yeah. Because he hits you from all different, do you know what I mean? Hands down and can still just whack.
I'm not doing too well, boys.
Who you got?
One apiece.
Maybe. But you know what the thing is too? You don't know how judges score it. They could have given 2 to one of them. You know what I mean?
But even with the calf kick, I still feel Max got him with the jab. So he'll kick and he'll jab at the
Why
same
don't you get a
time.
Max Holloway t-shirt, David?
I'm already sold, man.
Yeah, no, it could be.
No,
That's
he
what I
does.
mean.
He gets him with he's still jabbing. He's still scoring. I think it's still 2 Max.
2 to Max. I think 1-1.
Yeah, I think it's close, eh? It's
Oh,
too
look,
close.
they're paying attention to that leg. That's beaten up. That's yeah. That lead leg.
He's taking it out of me.
But he's doing better in southpaw anyway. He's been very successful there, so that might be the go-to. Stick it out in southpaw.
Who do you think's win it?
I think 1-1.
Yeah, I would give it to Max that later second round.
I don't know. I'm not going to be objective. That's a thing. And I like Holloway a lot, but I don't know. I just feel Alex is winning. The thing for me is I'm always I'm biased. I don't know. Maybe because I don't know. I see at least in the early rounds now the threat of a big shot landing by Alex. I always see that. I don't see that from Max. Maybe if I didn't know him, I'd be different about it.
Max came out in that southpaw stance this time.
Yeah. In between the rounds, they're doing a lot of ice on his leg. It's obviously bothering him.
Do you think it's something that Max already thought might happen? Because he seems to be very comfortable in that southpaw stance.
Maybe.
Alex is still just a little powerhouse, but
That's what I mean.
He does look
when he
like that.
swings.
He does look scary, like the whole time.
So it can only be that one split second that you switch off, or
Every time he throws, it's just so much power.
And he doesn't look like he's slowing down. That's the thing. Like a lot of those guys that are powerful, like that little juggernauts, they start to slow down. Whereas he hasn't. He hasn't slowed down.
Yeah.
He's still got the power.
this is where Max doesn't want to get caught, but he's doing a really good job of.
Did he hurt him then with a knee?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Did look like locked out for a second.
Great distance there from Maxo.
Yeah.
He's so good at controlling distance. Surprised at how good he is at.
That's the one. That's Alex's punch and that kind of left hook over the top.
He caught that leg.
Yep.
And now he's catching that other lead leg.
Yep.
Alex is looking confident as well. It's a very good fight.
It is a good fight, eh?
This one, I think Alex is winning this one so far, halfway through it.
Yep.
Max sort of hasn't been getting off his strikes.
Makes you think. It makes you wonder like how injured that left leg is of Max. He hasn't been able to. He hasn't switched back.
Yeah. Oh, there's Alex again, the little powerhouse.
Alex is getting closer and closer with those hits, eh?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, it could be as well that Max isn't moving as well, so he's not getting out of the road as quick. And now he's chewing up that other lead leg.
Oh man. I always thought that. I always thought that like Alex's gas tank is huge, eh?
Huge, man. Huge for that type of fighter. Yeah. That's where the rarity is for him. That's what makes him a little juggernaut, you know? To be that
explosive, use so much explosive energy all the time.
And not get tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is rare, eh?
That's the anomaly for him. Because strong guys, all right, but then he's fit and he's strong.
Max has got a really good chin.
Yeah. And the punches, the punches wouldn't have that. No, like I'm not saying he can't knock him out, but the punches wouldn't have the power that they had at the start. See, and that's where 4th and 5th round Max is going to be interesting.
Oh, headbutt. A little clash of heads at the end there.
No,
4th and 5th round now is going to be interesting. Now that's what I want to see.
Who won that one round?
I think Alex won it.
Yeah.
But I don't know, you know, it's fucking hard to say.
A lot of air. Like, Max got in. Max didn't let him overly see Alex besides the legs.
But when it's that close and then someone's getting leg kicks, do you know what I mean?
Does a leg kick score higher than a punch in the face?
It's the same.
Same. It's a significant strike.
I saw Alex get a lot of shots off though.
Yeah.
What is it? 2-1?
I don't know.
Icing that leg again. Is he limping on it?
I think so. We got here. So that's how much he's taken. Absorbed. So he's taken a lot to the legs.
Legs. Oh, man.
So these are the rounds.
Yeah, these are the rounds. Max needs to really, come in.
He's looking confident.
Oh,
That's that right hand there.
That's what I'm saying.
That got him flush.
that was a big one.
It backed Max up straight away.
That's what Max had trouble with in the fight against Poirier. Like those heavy shots would stop Max from spinning up, press forward.
Yeah. Alex has done really well of not letting Max get in that. Do you know what I mean? He hasn't sort of stayed in the one spot. He moves a lot.
And the thing is, Alex has the gas tank to match him.
Yeah.
It looks like.
Still, when he throws them punches, they're explosive.
Fast, explosive.
Yeah. Oh. He's got good takedown defence, eh?
Yeah.
That seemed pretty easy for him to against the fence.
Got left leg forward again.
Oh, he's coming forward now.
Yeah. This is where it's going to be dangerous for him, for Max. Alex on the front foot, start mixing it up. He's definitely not moving as well, Max.
I think Alex slowed down a little bit, but...
Max is still hitting him up.
Yeah, I think Alex is starting to slow down a tiny bit. Is it enough? I don't know, because Max, like you said, is very hurt, but...
Yeah, now he's backing him back up.
He's still
Oh,
explode forward like that.
Nice.
See,
Doubling up the jab.
Yeah.
Max needs
But Max is hitting him now like this, you know what I mean?
Oh.
Max wasn't hitting him like that before.
Yep.
You see, Max is in his orthodox stance again.
Yeah.
Success with the jab there.
Yeah.
I think Max
just keep this. This where he starts to pep.
I think Max's best game comes from his orthodox
100%
stance.
it does, 100%.
You know, but he's having trouble leading on it because the damage to the lead leg.
Yeah.
But Alex has slowed down, dude.
Yeah. You can tell.
Not
now.
heaps, but enough.
The punches are a little bit slower.
He's not moving as much.
Yeah. That's what Max wants, eh?
But Max only has a round and a half to do that, to do anything with it.
I don't know how the other rounds have been scored, though. Do you know what I mean?
Oh.
Are they talking or what?
Yeah, they've given it heaps of respect back and forth. Good shot. Oh, his body.
Body.
He loves it. Oh. They're nice shots. Just keep peppering. See, the other times Alex has sort of been able to back people up against the cage and keep them there, and
Yeah.
he hasn't been able to do that with Max. Actually, Max is on the front foot a lot more, which I thought.
But that's because Volkanovski slowed down a bit.
Yeah.
Who you got in that round?
Max, I think, 2 apiece last round.
I would give that round to Max.
I think Max won that round too.
Right.
Who you got out, Dave?
Max is going to need to come out lead leg like in that orthodox stance. Alex is going to chop it off the cuff if he does.
Who you think won that round? How do you have the fight scored thus far?
Mate, honestly, like the first and second rounds could be scored either way. Like they're very tight, but I think Alex is winning in terms of like probably the scoring just because of the kicks. He's getting a lot of kicks in there where the handwork hasn't been a lot from either Max or Alex. Like they hasn't like significantly over the other guy. But Alex is definitely leading in the kicking range. Mate, honestly, every round I think has been kind of real close on the fence. If I had to like holistically look at it, I would say Alex is winning this fight. I think. Whether that means he wins the fight, I'm not sure, because you know the whole scoring thing and everything. But this round will be a big decider.
Yeah,
I think 2 apiece. Alex needs to get back on the work on that front leg.
Smart. Max came out southpaw.
Yep.
Yeah. Because he can't.
Which they would have said.
He can't have the advice like fresh in Alex's head. Now he switched.
So Alex has really got to get to work on that front leg.
This first minute, I think, because Alex did seem to me to slow down. This first minute's going to be very important for Alex because down the stretch, Max is going to come in strong.
Oh man.
Well, Max would be confident as well now, because he's. Do you know what I mean? He's starting to slow down.
Yeah. And you'd feel it, like you feel when the dude's punches don't have that bang anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But need to be careful. Still goes to that body, he loves it.
Yeah.
Oh man, I keep getting into the fight. I'm doing this.
Oh, the old Mario Kart.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah.
In a fight like this, who's controlling the centre?
Max.
Right now, Max is.
Yeah, Max is, but it seems like Alex steps back and then drives forward. It's part of his.
Yeah, but he's because he has to get out of that position. But if Alex could have it his way, he'd have him up against the cage on the ground with his head busted open. But
Max is just getting off his shots. Nice right hand. He's just winning the exchanges at the moment.
Who is?
Alex? Oh, Max.
Yeah.
He's definitely winning the exchanges. Alex needs to get to that front leg again, I think.
Max is stepping this way though. He's stepping into that right hand, but I don't think that the right hand's got the power anymore to pull Max away. So he's able to more easier defend that seat because he's stepping this way.
Yep.
Stepping to his left.
Ooh. Such good guillotine.
Yeah, that was danger there.
I wanted to see him put it on just
he was aware of that.
Watch him do the guillotine.
Alex was definitely aware of it.
Would have been bad for Max if he popped it on, went for it, and didn't get it.
It'd be hard to guillotine Alex though.
Yeah.
Oh,
such a strong, powerful dude.
Nice deep underhook.
He's like almost lifting him up.
Yeah.
So powerful.
But that shoulder's out. See how that shoulder's out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Max does really well, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Great
he has to get Alex for him to be there. He has to get his shoulder underneath the armpit.
Yep.
Very, very hard to do. But for you to be able to hold the dude there, and it's hard because he's a short guy and Max is a tall guy.
Oh, there's a body shot from Alex. That overhand right off. I said stand there, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh. Mix it up. Very good. If he can get a takedown here.
Yeah.
Hard. Now's a good time to attack after the guy's shot like that.
Yeah, because they're a little bit fatigued. Especially he shot twice then and wasn't successful.
Yeah. Even though the points, I don't know how it's scored and stuff. Like Max in the later rounds, it just looks like he's winning.
And that's what I was saying. The 4th and 5th is what I want to see with Max. You know,
it's like he looks like he's winning in the 4th and 5th. Even the 3rd, I give it to him. Like, man,
I can't think now retrospectively because it's a bit of a blur.
Yeah.
The 4th and 5th I have to give to Max, regardless.
Yeah.
And then one of the other rounds, there was 3 other rounds to choose from. At least one of them Max took, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ten seconds. They clinched up. Oh.
Man. Boy, golly.
That's a tough one, eh?
Killer for us is when they're announcing the numbers, the scorecards. I don't know if you hear it.
Yeah.
And they're both just going to be like this, and we're just going to be like, oh boy. Well, we
test our lip reading skills. They're both confident.
Well, they both should be, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
This fight could have gone either way.
That leg.
Yeah, that played the biggest part in this fight, I think.
But do you think he won the 4th and the 5th, Alex?
No, not the 4th and 5th. No,
I think that although there was one round, I can't remember which one it was right now, that Alex won clear. But I don't think that. Did you think Alex won 2 rounds clear?
No.
The
one maybe.
I thought the 1st and 3rd, wasn't it?
Clear for Alex?
I thought the first round for sure. But I feel like in my memory, when I'm thinking back, like I think like the 3rd Max started opening it up and he took it, and then the 4th and 5th were kind of Max controlled him.
I can't see.
I don't know.
I don't think Alex won the 4th and 5th. I don't think that. There's a couple of rounds in there that I gave to Alex.
Earlier in the fight, yeah, Alex looks
early in the fight. I give to Alex. So what do we got here?
What?
See, I don't see that fight like that. Maybe, yeah.
I don't either.
Like that, I don't see.
Especially in the 4th and 5th, Alex had the significant strikes.
Yeah, but
total strikes.
I don't know who
that's
does
significant strikes.
Yeah.
And I think they add kicks, every sort of kick to it. I don't know. I think Volkanovski could have won this fight. I wouldn't, like, Max can't be mad. Do you know what I mean?
Legally, is there anything to turn on the sound? Or
No.
No.
Yeah, you can't do it.
better not?
One apiece, I think.
You think it's split?
Yeah.
Yep, it is.
I'm going to watch Bruce Buffer's mouth.
This
read his
is
lips.
I'm watching Dana.
Volkanovski, well done. Well done.
Well done. Hats off. What a hard fight.
Max is shattered.
What
And
goes?
Volko is stoked.
Wowee. What a crazy fight. We've still got one left.
Yeah.
I'm done.
What do you think, Rob? How do you think that fight went?
Honestly, I think that fight went exactly as I thought it would have. I think Alex is just tough. He's got a huge gas tank. He doesn't slow down. He packs such a heavy punch. He can move forward. He can threaten with those heavy shots the whole time. I honestly thought that like coming into the fight, that's what Alex's biggest strengths would have been. And he did that. He moved forward a lot of the strikes. He threatened to take down a couple of times. He closed the gaps. He did really well attacking the lead leg. He attacked the lead leg and stopped a lot of Max's movements and slowed him down. Certainly, Max had to change stance for a lot of the fight, which I think may have led into him not winning a few of those rounds. But yeah, it's what a crazy fight.
What do you think was the biggest? Do you think was the calf kicks that changed?
Definitely. I think in terms of like the best strike or the best strike or the MVP of the fight, if you would definitely be those calf kicks. They were unbelievable because they changed the whole fight for Max.
What do you think, Elo?
I think it would have to be the calf kicks. It's the reason they would have given him decision. I think
it also made Max change.
Yeah. But I think the punches, I thought Max was leading there. Got the more strikes in. But definitely a good win for the Australians. They'll be loving it down there at the Gong. They'll be sculling their VBs.
They'll be going mental. Wow, and now we've got one fight left.
Yep. They're stoked.
Yeah, as it should be.
Yeah. Max.
It was a close fight, but it was a close fight.
Do they go around straight away again?
I would imagine they'd have to do.
Yeah, like Max defended like quite a few times.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of times. And it was a close fight. It was a close fight. I thought he got the last 2 rounds, but I thought that Alex got a few rounds at the start. And he did enough to win.
Yeah.
It was a close fight, man.
It was.
Usually close fights like that, but I thought they sort of say like to beat the champion when you really need to take it off them. Yeah,
but it's a 10-point must system that you think. So say if they gave Alex the first 3 rounds, then he won it. He won it. You know what I mean? Clearly. I thought it was very, very close and definitely he did a great job.
Well, here we go.
Oh, do you have different shirts when you win?
I think you had championship shirts.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good fight.
It was a cracker fight.
It was a cracker fight.
Who do they let in the cage when you win?
When you win, pretty much anyone.
Yeah? Oh, yep. Marilla Gorillas. They'll be pumped.
The Marilla Gorillas.
One fight left.
Who you got in this fight, Rob?
Said it before. Yeah, said it again. I think Colby's just going to be too much. Colby's crazy. Like his unlimited gas tank is not normal. It is just, and I don't know how you beat someone who's tough and has that sort of gas tank and skill set to go behind it. Like it's not like he's a nobody and has just a huge gas tank.
Who you got, Eli?
He fucking carries on, but I think the same. I think his gas tank's going to be a bit too much for
Usman.
And I just don't think he'll stop. He just doesn't in any of his fights that he's had anyway. And Robbie Lawler, he outstroked. Do you know what I mean? He beat Robbie Lawler on the feet, and I don't know. I think, like I say, he carries on like a fucking Gronk, but that's his game, eh?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Who you got, Dave?
Same with him. I'm with Donald Trump.
What? Dave Roberts.
Covington. I think he'll out-wrestle him and...
Usman can wrestle, but...
Yeah. I reckon he'll feint wrestle. Get him... I reckon it'd be more when they separate. I reckon Covington will just freaking punch him.
Yeah, what's the difference? Because Colby's talked a lot about he was a Division 1 and Usman was only a Division 2 and stuff like that. But you can be a Division 2 wrestler in college, but can you then be a better MMA wrestler? Like, there's a difference.
You could be a Division 2 wrestler and still be a better wrestler if you go to a smaller school.
Oh, yeah.
I think a lot of that's got to do with the size of the school.
But Kobe went to a good school, did he?
Colby Covington
Yeah.
was Division 1
Yeah.
like wrestler. So it's a bigger school, bigger competition. You still have some really good Division 2 wrestlers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some guys didn't wrestle Div 1, just wrestled in junior college.
Yeah.
Like maybe it's like going to TAFE. Your marks weren't that good, so you went to TAFE. So you still have some really gun wrestlers at junior college level. It's just that they didn't have like good enough marks or whatever to go into.
Yeah, you need to get their marks up before you.
Yeah.
It's crazy, their system over there.
Insane.
Even their football in the junior college schools and that.
Oh, it's
the footballers don't make the marks and they just recruit them into these.
You can imagine how many people don't make the marks to play football.
Yeah.
You know?
Crazy.
I am emotionally beaten after that last fight. Just out, like, been on the edge of my seat for the whole time. I need my electrolytes now. After that last fight.
Both the exact same record. 15 and 1.
They're like almost the exact same. Usman's so jacked though. He's a unit. Yeah. Absolute unit. Where does Usman train out of?
Henry Hoofs.
Yeah. The 360, is it called?
Yeah, Hard Knocks, something or other like that. Something like that.
The gyms aren't far apart from each other, are they? They're both in Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know though, because Florida's a big state. I don't really know how far away they are from each other.
Usman does hit hard though, eh?
Yeah, but he doesn't have a whole bunch of finishes though.
Yeah. He ragdolled
a lot of people.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing we're all on agreement is just that Colby we think has the better gas tank, eh?
I think he's got the better hands too.
I think he's a little bit more fluid.
Yeah.
In his striking than Usman. But that doesn't mean Usman can't. Maybe Usman can hold him up against the cage like he did to Woodley. I don't know that he can, but I'm just saying, I don't know. That's not going to be the end all deciding factor. So they've got to get in there and fight at the end of the day.
Was Tyrone Woodley was a college wrestler as well?
Yeah, he was Division 1 wrestler.
Division 1, so Usman's done it to Division 1 wrestlers.
Yeah, but I think it's like... I think also Colby was higher. I think he was All-American, a bunch of times. I think. I'm not exactly sure. Then you got to fight. Fighting's different to wrestling.
Yeah.
Very different, eh? Two different sports.
They don't get punched.
Yeah.
That always helps, eh?
They can carry the belt behind him.
Yeah.
I love that. Like boxing.
How they carry it behind them, yeah.
It's like boxing. They don't even, like the actual champ, like the champs don't even do that. That's the best. I think that may be the best thing I've seen tonight. And then walking out like a boxing fight, holding the belt up.
Fuck, he carries on, but he can fight, eh?
Yeah, he can. His fight name like suits him, eh? Chaos.
Yeah. Yep.
100%.
Is he the most hated fighter, you think, on the UFC roster?
Nah, wouldn't be the most hated.
No?
Well, maybe. There's a lot of Brazilian fighters.
Oh.
There are a lot of Brazilian fighters.
There is. There's a lot of Brazilian fighters at his gym.
Yeah. Yeah. But they have different training times and stuff.
Yeah, Junior Dos Santos. I wouldn't really be fond of getting into a fight with him.
Well, he started a fight with a Doom. Yeah. Like, yeah. Like, who are we talking about? Talking about it with Fab. About the Covington's training times and his thing. Like his fallout with like the Brazilians.
The guy from the... Oh, man, he was on the podcast.
Laborio.
Laborio, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, where they had to like have different training times and stuff.
But how much different can they be if you...
Highest takedown rate in UFC welterweight history. 5.69 per minute. 5 shots a minute. The course of his career.
Yeah,
some left in the tank, mate. With some left in the tank.
That could be the difference.
He looks like a guy that, like, honestly, he looks like a guy that, like, you can picture yourself buying a car off. Don't you think?
Really?
You don't look. You don't think so?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Or maybe go into a house viewing.
Because you can't believe a word that comes out of his fucking mouth. Is that why?
Or go into a house viewing.
Yeah. Great view.
Yeah, great view. You can't see anything. It's in a fucking car park.
Easy access.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that they're probably relatable. And the Nigerian Nightmare.
Is that his fight name? No, it's not. That's Things. Nagano's.
Is it?
Isn't it?
Yeah, Nagano's Nightmare.
I think that Nagano's fight name.
He is a bit of a nightmare, yeah.
I would like to see him fight Colby.
What's Usman's in?
I don't know.
You'd like to see him fight Colby.
But maybe I'm wrong too, though. So we have to wait till Fab comes in and ask.
Yeah,
It's good to see so many different flags up in the top 10 now.
Yeah. Yep.
Like across divisions, like there's so many different flags: the Chinese flag, Nigerian flag, Australian flag now, Brazilian flag. It's crazy. Whereas like in one stage, in one era, there was remember when it was just all Brazil and
there was one stage where it was just a load of Brazilians. And then there was one time too, just the US too. They just owned it.
Tore through it as well. Hey Fab, the Nigerian Nightmare is the Nagano's fight name, eh?
No, I don't think so.
Is it Usman's?
Usman's a Nigerian Nightmare.
Yes.
You're right.
No, but you know what it is? There's a football player who's got the rights. There's a football player who's got the rights to that name, but he allowed this guy to use it.
Oh yeah.
Allowed Usman to use it. He was the original Nigerian Nightmare.
Coming in with his swagger.
He is very, very swag. What's Nagano's fight name then?
Fuck. I think everyone would think it's the Nightmare. He's a fucking nightmare, but I don't know. Something we'll have to look up.
Huh. Yeah, we're going to have to look it up.
Because he's fighting that Rosenstrike next. That's going to be a good fight.
Yeah, that'll be mad. Mad fun. God, Usman is a specimen of an athlete, eh?
Dude, one of my good friends was Nigerian, Phil. When I first went to Brazil, he lived up north, and he's from Nigeria, lived in England most of his life, and then moved to Australia, lived in Lennox and used to surf there. And he moved to Brazil and bought these chalets. And when I went to Brazil, I used to go up there and go surfing. He was like, man, 50, in his 50s and that, and he looked like that every day. Do you know what I mean? It was ridiculous.
Just genetics.
Mate, he was just so ripped.
Yeah, genetics.
And yeah, in his 50s and that.
Usman looks really relaxed, having fun.
Yeah.
He's so jacked, but he's so jacked.
You good, Dave?
What are you in two minds of, Dave?
It's a long card because
Massive
all the
card, eh?
championship fights. Very long
And
card.
all the two championships fight went the distance.
Yeah.
It's 50 minutes just there.
Yeah.
I think all
That's
the
just 50 minutes of fighting, not the stuff in between.
Yeah.
One round, blah, blah, blah.
I think every fight's gone to decision, hasn't it? Yeah.
On the main card?
Yeah, on the main card.
No.
Yeah.
Uriah got stopped.
Oh, yeah.
But like late in the third round.
Yeah.
I nearly forgot about that fight. Peter. Sneaky Pete.
Yeah.
I'm on the bandwagon.
The reach advantage.
Massive. Usman looks like the bigger guy, but
Yeah.
the bigger guy, which puts to like his style of fighting, like it's
Yeah.
so special.
That's what I mean. Like Colby, all the stuff that he is. But then if Usman can hold him up against the wall, then
If he can match him,
yeah.
like with that, then he'll have the strength advantage.
Yeah.
Explosive power. I was saying before, like Colby looks like a sort of dude I can picture like buying a car off. Or like because his face and stuff is like unassuming-ish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like maybe going to a house viewing and seeing him there.
A real estate agent.
Yeah, like look at him. Turn around so I can see you, buddy.
I think if there's a stoppage, it's going to be Usman.
Yeah. Just like from getting him with the one punch.
Yeah.
But I can see like even if Usman gets that one shot, like I can see Colby just like drop and scramble and just shoot for anything and just keep shooting. I
Yeah, but if you get hit on the chin, you're not scrambling.
think Colby will.
Just fucking be on the ground
Yeah,
scrambling with the ref.
Yeah. Some guys, mate.
Chaos.
Yeah, his body you can look at and be like, yeah, okay, I can see it, like a cardio machine. You look at Usman.
Yeah, all that muscle needs a lot of
Yeah.
oxygen.
That's my rule of thumb. Like if the bigger they are, like the smaller gas tank, and you're like, yeah, okay, I'll just
Yeah,
drag it up.
but you know what the thing is as well? Like a big, strong guy can use less of his total energy and less of his total strength to hold not a strong guy down.
Yeah, so they only need to use 50% of their strength, while a smaller guy
But
might have to use 100%.
He held Woodley down. Woodley's a big, strong guy.
Held
too.
him against the cage, yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't not look strong, if that's what you mean. Like,
Okay, let it be known. Fab said Usman's a weak.
I mean,
weak.
that's like fucking Eli's insights.
Don't try to reflect it on the bench.
Usman looks strong. Yes, thank you.
Your superhero. What is it? Deflector.
He's deflecting it.
My superhero power.
Doesn't want to start a
Deflection.
beef with Usman.
Yeah. Deflected on Eli.
Did he just do the same thing that Dos Santos does?
The little.
Similar, but
What
not
is
the
that?
same. I don't know, but similar. These guys are going to wrestle off.
They're
We're going to have a wrestling match.
I'd pay to watch that. Combat wrestling.
Yeah.
Can only punch a downed opponent. Yeah, I'd like to watch that
That'd be
too.
all right.
They use that. You can watch the combat grappling.
Yeah, but it's not combat wrestling, it's combat jiu-jitsu, eh? So
Yeah. Let's see it.
you can start it up. Mexico.
Here we go.
Woo! It's another one where.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to talk because you just
Southpaw
wait.
orthodox. Colby's doing well having that lead leg outside. Usman's the whole time.
Yeah. But I'm not as invested in this one like as I was, there's no Alex and whatnot.
With the no Aussie. Do you think they may be like, because the other guy's a wrestler, they might try to keep it on the feet?
Who's the other guy?
Those two guys.
Both of them are going to try and keep it on the feet?
Yeah.
So it turns into one of them.
A bad kickboxing fight?
Yeah.
But you know what? Until one of them gets hurt, or just feels like, fuck, I could take this guy down, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're definitely going to test each other's wrestling.
He's having some success on the feet here.
Who is?
Usman.
Yeah.
He's got that longer right arm, eh?
Both arms are longer.
No, I mean...
it's not like he's just got a fucking sword in one hand.
His right arm is so long.
His left arm's this little.
Oh!
Yeah, he is, eh?
He's hitting him with that long right arm.
Yeah.
He's telling him to shoot.
He's going to crack his face, dude, if he does that.
He's having really good success.
Wait.
Oh!
Yeah, he's looking the better on the feet so far. Here we go, Colby.
They both know as well, I think, anyways, that whoever initiates a takedown, if he can't get it, it's going to spend a lot of energy, you know what I mean?
Ooh, good shots there. Is Colby is Usman a southpaw or orthodox?
Generally?
Yeah.
No, like this.
Here we go.
Man, Colby's starting to pick it up.
Yeah. That's how he likes it, eh?
Yeah,
Just likes it, just keep going. Yep.
Yeah, but fucking...
You say normally Usman's a southpaw?
I don't think so.
He started orthodox.
No, I don't think so. He's right-handed, man.
Colby's starting to pick up that pace, eh?
Yeah.
This is where I think he beats Usman in this pace.
And that's what I was saying to you before. I see Usman as being extremely powerful, but I don't see him being fluid.
Mm.
Like, he looks like a big, strong tank of a guy. If he hits you, he's going to hurt you.
Look at the scratches on the neck. See that? Wouldn't be lead on your mats.
I don't think it's his nails. I think it's a glove.
Ooh. Good shots. If Usman isn't a southpaw, I think
It's
now
so
would be
similar, eh?
Yeah. If Usman isn't a southpaw, I think now would be a good chance time to change the back. Don't know why Usman changed to begin with. Like, he was having good success firing that right.
So similar.
They are, in terms of fight styles?
Yep.
Very much so.
Even some of the punches they throw are very similar.
Like wrestlers who learned how to box.
Except for that crazy long-ass right arm that throws him off completely. How do you train for a guy with such a long right arm?
And a short left.
Yeah, where do you find a guy like that?
Who's winning this one? 15 seconds left.
Man, that round went fast.
I don't know who. I don't know. I can't give you that. I can't say. I can't say.
That's been the hardest round of the day.
Because you know what I think? I think Colby has landed more shots in a way, but I think Usman always looks. Again, he looks like when he hits, he's hitting harder. You know?
I'm not feeling that this fight though. I'm not feeling like the same thing where I think Usman's going to clip him. Like, I think Colby is...
He's wearing him down.
Yeah, and I think he looks like he's winning.
I agree. I agree with you.
I don't know.
There's a good example there, but where Colby put 2 on him, but Usman put 1 harder one. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was the exchange of 2 for 1.
I think Usman as well is changing stance as well a lot. I'm just guessing. I don't know. I've never spoken to him before people go fucking mad. But as well, I think it might be to throw Colby off from wrestling.
Yep.
So he can't, he's not. He hasn't he hasn't got his foot set there in front of him.
Yep.
I just messaged Joe Lopez, Alex's trainer, just congratulating him.
I'll be on cloud 9 right now.
Oh, mate, they'll be so happy.
VB for everyone.
The gong.
Not a single takedown attempt in the first round.
No, just that little sort of feint to the legs from Usman. I reckon he's going to throw that kick, Colby, and go into a shot. Not now, when he's in orthodox. Shit.
I like these fights.
Yeah, they're
good to watch. You're just like socking each other.
both sort of in the centre, but not one can sort of back up the other too much.
Because when one goes in, they just both throw.
Yeah.
If one of them backs the other one up, the guy gets backed up is going to lose because that's the other guy's game. It means you capitulated your cardio, you know,
you're slowing down.
Yeah, you've slowed down because both of these guys have that game. So it's going to be here till one of them breaks. And
I can't wait.
When the guy breaks, the fight will be done. Oh, he stumbled him. Smart, but that is what they have to do. They have to make the other guy break.
Dun, dun, dun. Nice right hand.
Nice.
Yeah, he's been very effective with that hand because it's so long.
No, it's the right hand that's so long.
The right hand is what hit him.
That poor little left hand.
I don't see a lot of left handing.
Strong hand.
They just,
it's just jab for jab.
yeah.
I love this. Oof. They're hitting each other too.
A lot.
Tough.
A lot.
Again, I can't tell you who's winning this fight.
No, I don't know. I can. Me. I'm winning. This is the best. What a fight.
It's turning into exactly what you were saying, but it's because their wrestling nullifies each other's.
Yeah.
Until one of them starts to slow down, then big uppercut by.
Did that land though?
I think it landed kind of on his chest.
That didn't.
Nah.
He didn't deduct a point, surely. No, he didn't.
No.
I think this benefits Usman. Of course, if he didn't get kicked in the nuts. Let's see.
No.
What?
Might have grazed it. I don't know. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Because you can't see clearly from here.
I see him pretty clearly on that replay.
It looked pretty clear on those HD cameras.
Yeah.
I hope fucking Usman goes to
Stop trying to
Cabo and bashes it.
Stop sucking up to him because you called him weak.
Yeah. I didn't call him weak.
Covington's doing really well though, keeping that lead leg outside Usman's. Been doing it like since the beginning.
It's just very back and forth, but you think one's getting the momentum and then the other one comes back.
This is the end of the second?
Yeah.
Who do you think shoots first?
Colby, like proper shot gets him down, you're talking about?
Yeah.
Colby, I think. I think Usman might shoot, but it's hard, man, because Usman's kind of going backwards, man. It's hard to take that shot like that.
It is.
Especially if you're a big, strong guy, it's used to being the one that goes forward.
The bully.
Now, see, like there, maybe, but Colby's smart.
Colby's showing volume, though.
Oh,
like he is, he's throwing volume.
That wobbled him a bit.
That did, eh?
Oh. And now he just returns it, but that's where it's just so back and forth.
Yeah. I think Colby tripped that time.
No, but he got, I was saying, that left uppercut, right hook kind of thing, eh? Right check hook is what you're saying, wobbled Usman. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah.
Over the top.
Every round, eh?
Every round, they hate
Talk
each other.
shit.
They hate each other. I love this fight.
Them jabs.
That one.
Yeah. Them legs wobble.
Oh.
Usman's not sitting. Usman's not sitting.
They never do. None of the Henry Hoofs guys sit.
No?
No. I don't know why, whatever, but they don't. He doesn't give them a seat.
I love my seat.
Yeah. It's a big thing.
In between rounds, yeah. I need my seat. To just take some heat off the legs.
Yeah.
But tell me, Faber, it's probably better for your lactic systems not to?
I don't know. I don't know.
There'd be benefits in that for each one, wouldn't there? Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yes.
Conserving energy, sitting down from your legs, but maybe lactic build up.
It's kind of straight down the line, first and second round, eh?
Yeah.
It's a coin toss. Imagine this fight just goes like this for 5 rounds.
Just jab for jab.
Just going to have sore heads.
Ooh,
There we go.
that was a good knee.
Yeah, when they clinch up, he's throwing some good knees.
He is. Looked like for a second, Colby was going to take it to the ground. Try to.
He's finding it hard to get his rhythm, but Colby, I think, do you know what I mean? That pace, that pressure that he puts on, Usman's not giving him any.
Not a lot of guys can
And he's-
keep up with it. Like, this has been a fast-paced fight.
Usman's looking really good, man. He's
Yeah.
sort of. It looks to me like Colby's slowed down a little bit.
Does.
Yeah, Colby's not pushing the pace this much, that much this fight, this round.
It'll be 4th and 5th. It's going to be interesting, man.
He's definitely not pushing it as much as he has in other fights and that as well, where he, do you know what I mean, mixes up his strikes and he's been a lot more cautious.
Well, you can't just spam shots on this guy because he'll get tired and then Usman will do it to him.
Yeah.
Looks like Usman's getting the better of him in the beginning of this round.
Yeah. Halfway through this one.
Doing the body.
Now he's starting to back him up.
And if he backs him up now, it's going to be fucked, whichever one of them. But Usman looks like he's backing him up now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's when I think as well, when you start to feel the pop's gone from the other guy's punches and you're not respecting that anymore, that's when you're going to see the guy either smash him or just start to wrestle.
He's slowing up.
Yeah, Colby slowed up like heaps.
Surprising.
Those body kicks, dude, are killing him.
Well, I've noticed that like Usman's been hitting the body a lot and it looks like it's slowing him down a bit.
Yeah.
He slowed down so much since the earlier rounds.
He's going to try to kick that. He's going to throw that kick again. Oh,
Yeah,
he loves those those body shots. He did it to Woodley as well.
Investments.
It's like putting money in the bank. Bricks and mortar will pay off.
I'd have to give round 3 to Usman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Woo!
Yeah, I think his body hurts.
And he's getting big reactions from him, man.
Yeah, I was going to say the reactions are bigger, and then he's even the hands are coming down a little bit lower.
And that's going to affect his punching power too. His punching power, his gas, his everything.
Oh, he's hitting him a fair bit now.
Ooh.
Oh, see it.
Fuck off. Far.
What? No.
Tell us, Eli, was it?
I don't know. I didn't.
Oh yeah, Usman stumbled around like he's blind.
Wait for the replay.
Let's see.
Before
It might have been a knuckle in the eye though. That happens.
Yeah. With them gloves it would happen, wouldn't it? Because they're sort of...
Happen with...
I think Colby did the right thing though. You don't stop.
Oh,
no, he fucking did Krav Maga. Fucking terrible. Look at that.
Did, yeah.
Fucking Paul Usman.
He just... It was unintentional, but...
How the fuck is that unintentional? He did like a tiger palm strike. Tiger claw.
You should be like one of the judges.
Tiger claw.
Tiger claw.
That's what he's saying. I can read his lips. He's saying there's a fucking tiger claw if I've ever seen one, ref. There's a tiger claw, sir.
Take a point off him, ref.
He's throwing tiger claws. Oh no, it was a tiger claw. The doctor's telling him it was a fucking tiger claw. God, I'd get on it. No more tiger claws, Colby. And now we're on.
That rest would have helped both.
Yeah.
But, that
But I feel like maybe Colby especially because he was feeling the effects of it more.
He's come out.
Look like he was slowing
energized.
down, eh? It's so slow this round. Opposed to like the first second.
Those body shots, man.
They slow you down.
Oh. What? What's he whinging about now?
Let's see.
He's
Is it
saying
end of the
poked.
round?
Yeah.
What happened?
That looked like a punch to the eye. You're saying he got poked? Waiting to see the replay, but
Yeah, I want to see the replay.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
If we don't get a replay, Eli, just tell us what it was.
It looked like a punch.
yeah, I thought it was just a punch to the eye. Have you ever got a thumb in the eye, like boxing?
Yeah, just off the glove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was not an eye poke, that one.
Yeah. Is it?
Fuck.
Who he said? So that's when he said my eye was sore.
Yeah, clean on the chin. Oh.
You got punched in the eye and then punched in the chin.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm impressed by his chin too, eh?
Yeah.
Usman's taking this part.
Yeah, so far. Well, he only really took third convincingly.
Yeah.
First and second was too close, but that's what I mean, you know, when you're watching a fight and you're like, because the significant strikes is different. Like when I was watching the fight, I thought, like the fight before, I thought Max took fourth and fifth. I thought he did. And I thought that Alex had taken the earlier ones. I just didn't know which ones he took.
Colby's back.
Second wind.
You think he took third round off?
Maybe. It's all right.
Oh, another big shot by Usman. Oh, another shot.
Those teeps.
Yeah, those shots to the body hurt, man. Oh.
A nice stiff one.
I don't see Colby now being able to out wrestle him like this now. No way.
It might not go to the ground.
I don't think it's going to go to the ground now.
Because Usman's beating him on the hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Colby might have to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't see him being able to. Because I see him being affected, with his gas tanks being affected. Or compromised is a better word.
Well, he clearly lost the third and he's losing the first minute and a half of this one. Usman doesn't look like slowing down.
Ooh.
Oh, he just, yeah.
Oh, good hook. Tight hook. Usman doesn't look like slowing down.
Ooh.
No. But Usman's the one backing him up now.
Yeah.
Some nice shots there.
No way.
They're both landing big shots on each other.
He could. I'd like to see Colby throw that left kick to the body more, like a little lower near the hip, rather than keep going up high. And use a straight line attack on Usman with a left body kick, the same way that Usman's kicking him. I'll be sure to email him.
Yeah, make sure you let him know.
Seems more of a Snapchatter, I think.
Snapchat.
Than,
I don't even know
email.
how to use that.
Hit him up on his MySpace.
MySpace is not around anymore, is it?
Unfortunately, no.
Unfortunately, well, you had shares in it.
It's a good old MySpace.
Bebo, remember Bebo? You don't remember Bebo?
I never got into it, but I do remember,
remember
like, people
Bebo?
having it.
Nah, Bebo was like MySpace.
Nah, but MySpace was cooler.
I don't know. I didn't have either one.
You could put people in your top friends and...
I didn't have MySpace.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't have been on anyone's top friends.
Who?
You.
No, probably not. Didn't have a lot of friends. Yeah, Usman's starting to take this fight.
Yep. So 2 rounds, the first 2 we can't split, but the
third
and
and
fourth.
Yeah, Usman.
I don't know. Oh, man, it looked like he got wobbled a bit there, eh?
Yeah. Is he tiring a bit now towards the end of the fourth? Oh, but then he just throws us.
The only thing is that I've seen Usman wobbled a couple of times, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I still give him the round, but I'm saying, like, I don't know. What does that mean? I don't know, but I've just seen him wobbled. I'd like that to be put on the fucking record.
Now what?
Tiger claw.
I think it's just a punch in the eye. How come they're mouthing off each other? You guys are literally fighting.
It's so funny.
Wait till the...
What is mouthing off now? You're fucking fighting. Settle your differences.
I think the ref said there was nothing there. He didn't give him any time.
Usman's getting him with those straight line punches, eh? And the teeps.
Still no attempt for a
Nothing.
takedown.
It's hard to. It's not that easy either. Like, yeah.
What's going to go on? They've got to fight each other.
Yeah.
So let them keep going.
You're lucky you're
Look at they're stopping me right
back,
now.
Yeah.
See you in 35 seconds.
It's crazy, man. This exhausted me today.
The
It's
one
an old
is,
card too.
I think honestly, since the last one we did, this one was twice as long. Just because every
long
fight
card.
just
What's
about
the
went
time?
the distance.
That's what it's 5:45.
Oh, is it? Holy hell!
Been on air for about 3 hours and 45 minutes.
That's so long, eh?
Grange TV fans, hope you guys are enjoying this. Better be liking this.
This will be the longest podcast, ever.
In the history of podcasts.
Yeah.
Has to be.
We'll own records.
We're up there at
We'll
least.
own, a record.
I think Usman wins this, eh?
Yeah.
Because I don't
think
see
so.
Colby finishing him, and that's the only way he can win.
Yeah. Even if he dominates this round, I think he...
Yeah.
He'd have to like tear both his arms off or something, or at least a really long right arm, which is worth double points.
Double the points. Easy to armbar. Last round. Let's go, boys. Ooh. Taps his chin, eh? Very much the same thing this round as every other round.
They're just so similar, but
Honestly, they are super similar, but the only difference is like Usman looks like he's using his longer reach.
Yeah.
and he's also teep kicking him.
That I think the big difference is the body shots, and that slowed Colby down a fair bit.
Colby won that exchange there.
When they get messy, it looks like Colby gets the better of the exchange.
Yeah. But when it's just that sitting back and technical.
Yeah.
So Usman's done good not to get into that messy fight. Oh.
Yeah. Oh,
You can't see him knocking him out.
I mean, he could. I don't think so, though. Not by the fifth round, like into the fifth round, like.
Yeah. They're slow.
Yeah. Half round to go. Like, I think Covington's like winning this round. But
It's hard to say, too, because, like, we're not judging. You know what I mean? Like even with the last fight with Max and Alex, like, I couldn't... It was like a blur, you know what I mean? By the end of it, it's like, I don't know which parts of which fight I was, like which part of which round I remembered it.
Tough job being a judge.
Yeah, man, they copped a lot of shit, too. Like, it's not easy. Reffing would be hard, too.
In the octagon?
Yeah. Just being in the right spot, in the right position.
Yeah.
Making sure you don't stop it too late, too early. It's like cricket, you know, like you might not be doing a lot the whole time, but you've got to be concentrated because when the ball comes, you've got to catch it. And it might only come to you once, and if you drop it, you're off the team. Sorry, Elo, to bring that up.
Oh.
bad memories.
Oh! Oh! It looks like Usman doesn't really like him.
You like Usman's angry, eh?
Yeah, I got a feeling that they're not going to shake hands. And
No. Usman's starting to hit him now.
Yeah, it looks like he's hurt.
He's beating him up.
A long reach, man.
Right hand.
The whole fight.
Oh, that's that. Oh,
Oh,
scramble.
have mercy on him. Doesn't look like he will.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
that's. Man, he will love that. Gets the knockout.
Imagine.
That's the back of the head, isn't it?
Oh, he stopped it.
Stopped it. But he did. I fucking flog him with 2 right hands. Boom.
And that
was a good win.
was all she wrote.
That was a good win.
That was a good win. What a fight. It really was like a 4-round kickboxing fight. 5-round.
Rob, what's your take on that fight? What's your reaction to that fight?
Mate, that fight was... I thought Colby was doing really well with keeping his lead leg on the outside of Usman's. He... in the first 2 rounds, it looked like he was going to put a pace on, but then slowed down in 3rd, 4th, 5th. You know, Usman kind of kept that same pace the entire fight and was having a lot of success with like straight down the barrel shots. Neither guy went for takedowns, and yeah, like that was a great finish with Usman. What a great way to finish a fight with a bit of bad blood. Yeah.
I thought the big difference was Usman's ability to use those body kicks, those straight body kicks.
Teep kicks.
Yeah, man, that really was a big difference, I think, in my opinion. Because I think that helped to slow Colby down a fair bit.
Their gas tanks, though. Usman's gas tank is unbelievable.
Both of theirs, yeah.
But Colby slowed up a little bit more than what I
I thought Colby was going to... I thought Colby was going to be the one to outpace him, but no. Crazy.
And that's that.
And that's that. That's
us.
That's the card, yeah. That's us for the longest podcast in history.
No worries.
Broke many records.
All right, Dave, we're off.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, guys, and we'll tune in soon. We're not sure. We're going to be away for about a week.
Oh, yeah, no, 2 weeks over Christmas.
We're stopping as well?
Yeah, because we're away next week, and then the week after is Christmas.
All right, well, we'll be off for a while. We don't know exactly when we'll
Christmas
be back.
Special.
Might do a Christmas special here with Santa, reindeers, everything. All right, thank you very much, guys. Take care.
Peace.
Bye-bye.